For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up? This is our boy, Coach Malachi Williams in the building. We back. True Media Today, USA Boxing. We are back. We back up in here, man. You know, we had a good day yesterday, Sunday. Yesterday was Sunday. Had a good day yesterday. We'll have another good day today. Pretty good show. I got Rick Glazer coming on the show. So we're gonna see what's up. We're gonna see what's happening with that. Give his spin, his take on exactly what he think happened with the Frank Martin situation. He says he know what happened. You know what I mean? So we're gonna get Rick on here, Slick Rick on here, and see what Slick Rick has to say. Again, I think if you guys, whoever wasn't here yesterday, if you go back and look at the replay of yesterday's show, as a matter of fact, I need to have this. Hold on, let me take these headphones off. Got the headphones on. Hold on, guys. Let me take these headphones off. Shit. I need to put these earbuds in. Hold on. Don't look right with the hat. Hold on, guys. You know, Frank Martin was advised by someone. You know, the guy who paid me money on the back end. Say he was advised by him. But then I saw something on Twitter that say that Frank Martin was advised by Derrick James to not take that fight because he's not ready yet, like he think he is. So it's a whole lot been going on as related to that. The good news is we're going to get hopefully we get the Shakur Stevenson versus Edwin De Los Santos fight. You know, Olympian, he's fighting another Olympian, you know what I mean? So it is what it is. You know, we'll see how that pans out. Again, it takes two sides to make a fight. One thing I will know, if you don't like Shakur, you know, if the fight don't get made, it's always going to be his fault because you don't like him. And if you know, so I do get that. And if you do like Shakur, then, you know, if the fight don't get made, you may look at it the other way. But very few people are objective and right down the middle. Very few people are. So, I mean, I get it. I don't expect it, especially on YouTube. You ain't going to find none of that shit on YouTube. On YouTube, social media, you know, especially in the boxing circles, that shit don't happen. It don't happen at all. On the boxing circles, it don't happen at all. I get it. You know, I don't give a damn anyways, you know, it is what it is. I understand. I've been doing this long enough to know. I understand how this boxing shit work on social media. So it is what it is. Some people, now, if you're the type of guy that you have a personal relationship with a fighter or some of these camps, then I can understand that. You have a personal relationship with these guys and there may be certain information that you're privy to that you can't say. It may be, you know, maybe you form some kind of partnership or alliance with this particular fighter or his dad. You know, it may be money exchange. Maybe he got some of you guys on the payroll or whatever. I get it. I understand that. You know, so I get that aspect of it too. And you can pretty much tell. For some guys, you can pretty much tell, right? So I say all that to say this. We gonna see exactly what's going on. You know what's happening. Frank Martin. I'm hearing rumors. You know, I haven't heard any rumors really, but some of the guys who are running cover for Frank Martin is saying, "Well, no, we know he took the fight down because he's gonna be fighting Tank and all that stuff there." And you ask them, I say, where's the information that you found that says that? And they can't get the information because it's not there. Like what I noticed about these guys, they just start pulling shit out their ass. They start pulling shit out their ass in order to fit whatever narrative that they want to push from their favorite fighter. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is. They just start pulling shit. And listen, when they got a nigga, hey, check this out. Hey, shout out to Jamie Rivera, man. Shout out to my sister LaJessica. Salute, sis. Shout out to my sister Green Eyes P. When they start, shout out to Gene Warren. When they start running cover for, when they start running interference for their favorite fighter, they put a nigga in the witness protection program. True. West Side, what's going on, baby boy? West Side. Throwing up the W. Hey, West Side, we throwing up the W representing for you, baby. Your name West Side. I'm from the west side of my town, West Tampa, Florida, 1332 Main Street, Apartment B, right there in the heart of the projects, right there, West Side, baby. True. D-Block said he from the west side of his town, then I moved from the west side, and then I moved to the north side. So I represent the North too now. I represent that North too. You know, I want to throw it up right quick, you know what I mean? But I don't want no, you know what I mean? I don't want nobody to say the nigga gang banging. He throwing up gang signs. I'm watching the nigga show, he throwing up gang signs. You know, he too old to be gang banging.
True.
Hey, I ain't never been in a game before in my life. Never. You know, never been in a game before. They didn't have gangs down here when I was growing up. They didn't have gangs. I mean, you had neighborhoods and stuff. But we ain't had no gangs. It wasn't no gang stuff, you know. The gangs, the only thing I knew about gangs was Colors. You know, when you watch Colors, that's the only thing I knew about gangs. I used to watch Colors back in the day with Icy and those guys and all that stuff there. I'm like, yeah, that's the only thing I knew about gangs was Colors. We didn't have that down here in Florida. Anyway, let's get into the show. Oh, you know what? I gotta send this link to Rick. Damn, I'm sitting there running my mouth. You know. Hold on, guys. I gotta send this link to damn. Hold on, okay, I'm doing that. Okay, I think that's it right there. Hold on, guys, I'm sitting there doing all this goddamn talking. I didn't send him the link. Hold on, guys, I'm trying to see what's up. Yeah, nigga, please. They trying to come with that flim again. I'm hearing that the good old United States of American government. I hear Jim Crow Joe and them, they trying to bring back doggone the mask mandates. Nigga, please.
True.
That shit didn't work. The motherfucker, that shit didn't work. People got even more sick, and a lot of that false information they put out there, the propagandize to people to scare people. They try to poison them, and then the mask you inhaling this same old doggone carbon monoxide that you release from your mouth. Nah, man, hell no. Nah, I'm just saying me. I ain't shit. I'm Gucci. I'm good. They can bring my whatever. Man, I don't give a fuck. Shit, I wasn't wearing that shit when they had that shit. All that shit Buddha Dean, man. All that shit Buddha Dean, man. Trying to tell y'all they all on the same team, y'all. Democrats and Republicans are all on the same team. I can damn near guarantee you that. They serve the same masters. All right, anyways. Let's see. Hold on. I gotta send this. Hold on. Let me send this. That's the dentist. I'm looking at my emails right quick. Okay, that's the dentist. Okay, cool. Let me go ahead and do this here right quick. Put this post right here, and then send it to me. I'll send it back to me. Hold on. Send it back to me. All right, bam, ta-da, and then I'll shoot it that way. Bam, okay, cool. All right, we good, we Gucci. All right, everything good, we good and we Gucci. Gucci mean we good. So if you ever hear somebody say, what's up, man, we Gucci? That's an old saying we were saying like back when I was growing up, when I was a teenager. All of my older homeboys, they'd be like, what's up, baby boy, you Gucci? Everything Gucci? You know, you kosher? Everything kosher? And, you Gucci? What's up? You know, everything Gucci? You know, everything good. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's, it's some Florida slang. It's old. There's some old school shit. That's all.
True.
Now, I always have my criticism of Mauricio Suleiman, but I will say this today. I will able to say, shout out to Carl A. He said, we still use it today, coach. Oh, yeah, everybody still use Gucci? Gucci ain't kosher, huh? That's my whole outlet. Everything kosher, baby boy? Baby boy, everything kosher? All right, now you show, baby boy. All right, now holla at me. Now I'm gonna be right over there, baby boy. You need me for anything, baby boy. I'm gonna be right over there. My old school partners. They were like 7, 8 years older than me, and they used to put a couple of us jitterbugs under their wing. Not wing, Wang, W-A-N-G, Wang. That's how we speak down here. They put a couple of jitterbugs up under their wing. You know what I mean? And we sit back and be jitterbugging up under the OGs at the time. You know, our OGs, 7, 8 years older than us. They know while we jitterbugging, they putting us up under their wing. You get what I'm saying? Hey, for real though. You get what I'm saying? Hey, ain't nothing like watching two country niggas. Ain't nothing like two country niggas arguing with each other about who country and who not country. You from the South? Yeah. Is you from the South? Yeah. Both of y'all niggas country.
True.
Two country niggas arguing with each other about who country and who ain't country. I tell you what, take your ass to California. Anybody from the South, if you don't believe that you're country, go to California. And I promise you, they will let you know. They'll let you know you cousin, you country, man, you country. Yeah, you country. See, you got that Southern accent. Long as you have that Southern accent, you country to the motherfucker. You know, it's a pronunciation of words. You know, the air is different. You know what I mean? Depending on where you at. All right, anyways, let's get into the show. And again, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. Frank Martin's shocking decision not to fight Shakur Stevenson for the vacant WBC title. Got to throw that in there, right? Got to throw that in there, right? In a recent turn of events between Shakur Stevenson and Frank Martin, Frank, I call him Frank the Duck Martin, Darkwing Duck, Scrooge McDuck, Daffy Duck, Donald Duck, Huey, Dewey, Louie McDuck, Launchpad McDuck. We have Howard the Duck, the Aflac Duck. You know, what other ducks we have? You know, just any other duck that I may be forgetting out there. We're gonna throw all of them in there. You feel me? True. Okay, in a recent turn of events between Shakur Stevenson and Frank Martin, Frank has finally come out on Twitter to declare that he did not duck Shakur Stevenson. So, you know, Twitter is a choice of weapon today. What we gonna do, baby boy? We gonna go on Twitter, dog. We gonna tweet. See, you know, we fight inside of the ring. I told you guys months ago. I said, what I'm gonna start doing, right? I said, shout out to my sister Summer in November. What did it say? Darkwing Duck? Yeah, Darkwing Duck. We got Darkwing Duck as well. You know what I mean? We got Ducker Cuts. Y'all remember the Transformers? The Transformers had in the 80s. I used to watch the Transformers, right? They had the construction. They had the Constructicons, and then there was Decepticons, right? And the Decepticons came out with another set of Transformers. They used to transform into this robot called Bruticus, right? So they, you know, I used to love to see like the Transformers when they come together, like the Constructicons and stuff like that, and the aerial bots. They come together, form the big robot. I had all the Transformers. I just want to throw that out there. True. What does this have to do with Shakur Stevenson and Frank Martin? Absolutely nothing. I just wanted to talk about Transformers a little bit. Told you guys do know that I'm bipolar, and I do have ADD. So I have a tendency to venture off and talk about things that's not related to the subject matter. But if you listen long enough, I'm going to always come back to the subject matter. True. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. Now, Frank Martin came out on Twitter, guys, to declare to the world that he didn't duck Shakur Stevenson at all. He said, I ain't ducked nobody. I ain't ducked shit. That's what he said, right? That's what he said. Anyways, now, just to do a recap, on August the 16th, 2023, Frank the Duck Martin, let it be known that he would lace it up with anybody at 135. Now, this was August the 16th, 2023. 2023. You get what I'm saying? After Isaac the Chihuahua Cruz, gotta throw that out there. Lomachenko, gotta throw his name in there. William Zepeda, gotta throw his name in there. And Kangaroo George, well, I used to call him Killer Cam. Now he just Ferocious Kambosos. He back to that now. He ain't nothing kill about him. You know what I mean? Some of these guys, I just give them a fly name to hype them up for entertainment's sake. I hype them up for entertainment's sake, you know, give them a fly name. I call doggone George Kambosos Killer Cam. I call Rolly Romero Big Rolo. You get what I'm saying? Big Rolo. You know, Big Rolo sound a whole lot more gangster than Rolly. Rolly sound like a little kid. Like, you know, like Roly Poly, like, you know, coloring crayons. When I think of Rolly, you know, that's Rolly. That reminds me of something they called him when he was a kid. And now he's a grown man. They still calling him Rolly. Like, dude, you do know that, you know, you grown now. You can still call him Rolly. But anyway, so I like to call him Big Rolo. Hyped him up. I had my cousin betted money on Rolling the Beat Tank. Hey, my cousin betted money for Rolo the Beat Tank. I say, cuz, why you did some dumb ass shit like that? He said, man, I saw you on the show, man. You were saying Big Rolo. You say Rolo be throwing them bolos. And if he laying that one punch on Tank Davis, it might be Curtis. I say, cuz, I was just playing. Because you gotta know, if you watch me long enough, you gonna know when I'm serious, when I'm joking. Cause what happens is, when I got a bunch of casuals that's pushing the flim flam, popping that weed, perfect example, right? Now I know I don't got off the subject matter, but don't worry about it. I'm coming back to the subject matter. Now, that's how my brain operates. Remember Ryan Garcia? I kept saying, yeah, boy, but I don't know, boy. I don't know, boy. Ryan Garcia, boy, he got them quick hands, boy, and he got that check left hook. Boy, nigga, Ryan, boy, I'm trying to tell you, boy. I went to doing that, right? Not because I had a couple of Ryan Garcia fans that was arguing his case. They was arguing his case. I said, now, you niggas, didn't y'all just hear me say that, man, Ryan Garcia don't stand a snowball chance in hell? Like this dude chin in the air. He have all kind of defensive deficiencies. Lack thereof. I say this dude right here, man. He's more of an Instagram model. He got a thong line out for men. You got he wear what I say he wear. He wears lip gloss and stuff like that. I should know that's what he's Instagram model. He's cute, pretty. You know what I mean? Dimples and all that stuff. That's what he is. He's more known for that than boxing, TikToker. And I had dudes arguing on his behalf. So I decided to flip it. I said, let me go ahead and flip it then and start promoting them. And some dudes was believing their own hype. True. Anyways, let's get back to the subject matter. Now, after Isaac the Chihuahua Cruz, Vasily Lomachenko, William Zepeda, and George Kambosos turned down the WBC mandates and offers, because all of them was a mandate, couple of them was offers, to fight Shakur. Frank Martin became the next guy in line to fight Shakur next. And since Frank said that he'll lace it up with anybody in the 135-pound division on August 16, 2023, he's on his Twitter post right now, on his Twitter account, him fighting Shakur in a fight that was mandated by the WBC is a no-brainer. We know this fight was going to go down because Frank said he wanted that smoke, right? So it is what it is. But after Mike Coppinger and Michael Benson revealed that Shakur versus Frank is off, that fight is off. Why is that? It's being reported that Frank the Ghost Martin, a.k.a. better known as Darkwing Duck, we're going to call Frank Martin Darkwing Duck because he's dark, he's a wing, and he's a duck. True. We gonna start calling Frank Martin Darkwing Duck. It's being reported that Darkwing Duck has now decided to make a U-turn. You make a U-turn in the middle of the street. Decided to make a U-turn and pulled out when the contract was sent to him. Terms that he agreed to, right? But he pulled out like he was trying to keep his third baby mama from getting pregnant again. True. This was also after both sides agreed to the deal. They agreed to everything, both sides. How do I know? Because it is reported that both sides reached out to the WBC and let them know everything was Gucci. Everything kosher, baby boy. Everything chilly, on the chill. Shout out to my sister Elaine in the building. Shout out to Swat Jones. Shout out to Knockdown 305, Dade County's finest. Shout out to Thug and D, man. Baltimore, stand up. Shout out to La Jessica. Shout out to Carl A. But we got to call this boy Darkwing Duck. He's dark, he's a wing, and he's a duck. True. We don't give a damn who it is, what race, nationality, color, or creed. If you're ducking, you're ducking. Some say that there's some other fighters out there have been ducking for a while. We gonna have to investigate those who say who's ducking and those who's not ducking, right? We're gonna have to investigate that. But anyways, here it goes. Now it's being reported that Frankie baby, better known as Frank Martin, better known as Frank the Duck Martin, better known as Darkwing Duck, is now being reported that Frankie baby, you know what I mean? Better known as I said before, he was advised by Muchmouth Derrick James not to take the fight to become a world champion. True. Now, if these reports are true, then this is a shame. Now, again, if this is true, I can't get mad at Muchmouth. You can't get mad at Muchmouth because Muchmouth just witnessed the PBC's best fighter that they have over there on their record label staffing as a crew, Death Row. He just witnessed Death Row Records' favorite fighter get knocked the fuck out. Like, let me paint a picture of how serious this is. Just imagine that back in the day, we in our 20s, right? We listening to Death Row, right? Death Row get Tupac. Let's say Errol Spence, the big catfish, what I like to call him, the big catfish, Errol Spence is Tupac on Death Row. Al Heyman is Suge Knight, but you don't see him and you don't know what he look like. You don't know what he look like, you don't know what he sound like. So shout out to y'all in the building. Y'all what's going on, baby boy? So you got Tupac over there on Death Row. Now Suge telling Tupac, hey, look here, man, I don't think it's a good idea for you to go fight one-on-one with Biggie. Biggie is a lot taller than you. He's bigger than you. He's heavier than you. So, you're a good rapper and everything, good entertaining stuff, man, but fighting really ain't your thing. Now, I know you shot them 2 police officers in Atlanta. You bought that revolutionary life. One thing I can say about you, you're the only rapper that I know that shot 2 police officers, like literally. Off-duty police officers, you shot them. You went back, got your fire, and came back when you saw what they were doing to this brother, beating him up, whatever the case may be, and you pumped 2 in them. So I give you that. You just straight up G as relate to that. But when it come to just fighting, that ain't really your thing, right? So that ain't really your thing. Stick to the revolutionary stuff. So just imagine, I'm finna paint a picture for you. Errol Spence was Tupac on death row. Al Heyman is Suge Knight. So Suge Knight tells Tupac, "Don't do this, man. Don't do this. You know what I mean? Don't jump in this fight with Orlando Anderson in Vegas, right? Don't jump in this fight. This ain't got nothing to do with you. This game banging business. You're not a game banger. You know that ain't your thing. You're a rapper. Just stick to rapping." And then Tupac take off over there, and then they go to kicking on the dude. He go to joining the dudes. They kicking on Orlando Anderson, not knowing that Orlando Anderson is a killer. This nigga here is a real Crip. I don't know if he was Southside Crips and Compton or whatever the case may be, but his reputation precedes himself. They call him Baby Lane. This nigga here was nothing to be fucked with at all. So you run over there, go to kick and laying the boot down on him, right? And the clapback is strong. And this dude right here commits to beating the brakes off of you. And you a trainer or you a manager, and you had to sit there and witness that. Put yourself in Derrick James' shoes. You witnessed this massacre. You witnessed Tupac. I'm trying to paint a picture. You witnessed what Tupac get beat down, slapped, foots, toenails, ankles, and elbows put all up in his ass. You get what I'm saying? You witness all this here, right? And your job as a trainer was to give him sound instructions that would help him in the field of battle. And your instructions wasn't working. And Tupac when they still was commencing and putting hands and foots, toenails, elbows, kneecaps off in his ass, right? And you sitting there like, man, what the hell going on? So you witnessed that. And now he come back home. Y'all got to lick his wounds, slap him on the head. I told you not to be messing with that boy, man. I told you not to be messing with that nigga from over on Nebraska, man. Why you was over there messing with? I told y'all leave that dark-skinned nigga alone, man. That nigga's a killer, man. Told you not to mess with him. And then you get spanked, right? But then Tupac got the outlaws up under him, right? Tupac got his label, and his little homies are outlaws up under him. Okay, well, Frank Martin is like the outlaws to Errol Spence's Thug Life Promotions, right? Thug Life record label. He like the outlaw. So the outlaws got a chance to go over there and probably go to war with a Jay-Z or not even a Jay-Z. We'll just say probably go to war with a Jay-Z or a Nas or maybe a DMX. That might be a little too high a level for those 3 rappers I named. But follow me, right? So he get ready to go over there. Y'all finna go over here and put these paws on DMX, dog. R.I.P. to DMX. I'm finna beat the brakes off that nigga, man. I don't agree to everything, dog. Everything Gucci, everything straight. And then you get a phone call from your trainer, and then he like, Suge call. Hello? Hello? Yeah, what's up? Hey, yeah, man, I'm finna go in here and put paws in the nigga. Hey, man, check this out, man. We got to change. We're going to change a different direction. I know you want to go over there, put pause on Jay-Z, put pause on DMX, put pause on Nas. Listen, we ain't gonna do that right now, man. Nas, Jay-Z, and DMX gonna beat the brakes off you. This is not. I know you think you're ready, but trust me, you ain't ready. The other nigga thought that he was ready, and you saw what happened to him, and now you see why we was ducking this nigga from Omaha, Nebraska for 5 years. So I would hate to have the student in the pupil get his ass beat. I would hate to have, you know what I mean, like your boss got his ass whooped already for you to get beat as well by a Terrence Crawford protege, you know what I mean, or his brother, so what we gonna do, we just gonna put it out there that you had a change of heart, okay? True. Now, I ain't saying that's what happened, but it's a strong possibility that that's what happened. Anyways, it has also been reported that Al Heyman advised Frank the Duck Martin not to take this fight to become a world champion as well. Now, if you're Al Heyman, and that is my boss. And again, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. Al Heyman is my boss. I get a lot of money on the back end from him, quote unquote, so to say. So I just want to throw that out there. And so I gotta be nice. That's why I praise him every day before the show starts, and I end the show praising him. I am the only content creator on the YTBC that praises Al Heyman. Thank him Thank him for the food that I'm eating. Thank him for the air that I'm breathing. Thank him for the clothes that I'm wearing on my back. Thank him for this nice, lovely house that I live on the lake. Thank him for the ducks that's out there quacking. Thank him for the birds that's out flying in the air chirping. Thank him for the mosquitoes that be trying to bite me. Thank him for the sunlight that shines from the sun's rays. Thank him for the wind that's blowing in the sky. Just thank him for the car that I have and the SUV. Thank him for every time I drive somewhere. Thank him for when I take my son to the karate later on in the day. Thank him for the food that I'm eating. Thank him for the nice, comfortable bed that I'm sleeping in. So I just like to thank Al Heyman for everything. Worship and praise him.
True, true, true.
Of course I'm being facetious. Now, it has been reported that Al Heyman advised Frank the Tank not to take the fight to become a world champion as well. If Frank Martin is going to and guess what? If Frank Martin is going to put out a tweet claiming that he did not duck Shakur, which is what he said, after it's obvious that he did duck Shakur. Hey, shout out to I Am Cam Edwards and Passion for Beauty. You know what I mean? When it's obvious that he did duck, then at least he can give his 15 fans that he have an explanation. Now, the boy ain't got that many fans. Now, I just got to throw that out there. He ain't got that many fans. But at least he can give his 15 fans an explanation, right? Don't have a handful of, you know what I mean? Don't have the handful of fans that you do have out here looking crazy, trying to defend your duckery.
True, true, true.
At least give his fans a valid explanation. You know, as I said before, or like I said before, you get what I'm saying? This is Donald Duck. This is Daffy Duck. This is Scrooge McDuck. This is Huey, Dewey, and Louie Duck. This is Howard the Duck. This is Launchpad McDuck. This is the Aflac Duck. This is Darkwing Duck. This is DuckTales all over again.
True, true, true.
If it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, it's a duck. If you hear a bird walking by you saying quack, if he's saying quack, don't sit back and say, it sounds like it's an eagle. I don't know, dog, that sounds like a pit bull. You know, I don't know, man, that sounds like a Rottweiler. You know what, man, I don't know, that sounds like a massive. Yeah, dude, yeah, what it sound like to you? Man, I don't know, that sound like a Brahma bull, dog. If it's saying quack, well, what the hell is it telling you?
True, true, true.
Ain't nothing to think about. I don't need a master's degree to know a duck when I see one, and I don't need a master's degree to recognize quacking sounds when I hear it. Now, as I said before, if it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, it's a duck. Hopefully, Edwin De Los Santos don't listen to his advisor and he make this fight happen. I want Edwin De Los Santos to make this fight happen. They, he's an Olympian. They say he's a killer. Okay, fine. I ain't got no problem with that. Hard, the big Dominican. You know, he's 5'8", the same height as Shakur Stevenson. This should be a good fight. I want to see this. It takes two sides to make a fight, right? We're going to see. As for my thoughts on Frank the Duck Martin saying I didn't duck anybody, as the great Jay-Z would say, we don't believe you. You need more people. We don't believe you. Hate, like, share, subscribe. Leave your comments below. And like I said before, anyways, shout out to my sister Passion for Beauty. Shout out to Jamie Rivera. And anyways, man, let's go ahead, man, and let's go. We got over 500 people in here, over 500 in here, man. How many likes we got? How many likes we got? Boy, we shorter than a midget on his knees trying to slang keys right now. Boy, y'all is delinquent in the likes, boy. There's a whole lot of people hate watching right now. We need to get the likes up. Hold on, I'm finna, whole lot of people hate watching right now. So before we get into the show, for all you pro PBC guys, I bet your favorite YouTube channel don't do this. Over here, we love Mr. Al Heyman so much that we believe in thanking him before we get the show started.
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and thank Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me?
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Man, shout out to Ray. Shout out to Ray in the building. Shout out to Valerie. What's going on, Valerie? Now, anybody sitting here hate watching, don't want to hit the like button, mean mugging, you got your ski mask on. I heard some of you niggas skied up. You want to cover some threats today? I'm ready. Hold on. As a matter of fact, hold on. I'm ready. What is whatever nigga want to do today? Yeah. It's whatever nigga want to do today. I can tell you that right now. You know, it's gonna be whatever a nigga wanna do today. You want the smoke? You want the smoke, you gonna get it. Anything a nigga wanna do today. You wanna get into some gangster shit? We can get into some gangster shit. I'm ready today. As a matter of fact, I'm skied up right now. Any one of these trolls wanna think they gonna come over here popping that weed? I got the ski mask on. I got this some Nike. Shout out to Nike. Nike is funny as hell. I got this some Nike. I'm skied up. I'm feeling gangster today. I'm finna do a drive-by. I'm dropping gunny. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and do this here, man. Just to let a nigga know. To let a nigga know I ain't playing. Just to let a nigga know I ain't playing. Let's go ahead and put this here, man. What's happening? What's happening? Anybody want the smoke? Anybody want the smoke? Can get it? Anybody want the smoke and get it? Hold on. I'm trying to, my thing don't paused up. Anybody want the smoke? Hold on, let me see what's up. Anybody want the smoke and get it? We ain't playing over here, man. Not over here. You see what I'm saying? Bam. I'm wetting up the whole chat. Anybody want it can get it. I'm G'd up right now. I know y'all scared. Right now. And on top of that, guess what? I'm putting out the yapper. I got the yapper. Drive by. Live by, die by. G-code. I'm about that life over here.
True.
We about that life over here. Anybody want the smoke and get it? Anyways, if you don't want to hit the like button, you sitting there hate watching the show, Riley, get him.
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
We gotta let these sapsuckers. Hey, I got you. We gotta let these sapsuckers know. We gotta let these sapsuckers know, man, that we mean business, man. We gotta let them know we mean business, man. You know what I mean? We mean business. You know, on any given day, the ops can get it. As a matter of fact, hold on, I gotta send Rick the link. Any given day, the ops can get it. We ain't playing over here, man. Not over here. You get what I'm saying? I just want to let them know. We thank Al Heyman, we praise him, we worship him, and we got shooters.
True.
And we got shooters. We busting too. We busting. We are the lit. As a matter of fact, hold on. You see what I'm saying? You saw them shooters we got in the chat. We got Cam. Cam got his gun emojis, throwing it up. Larry Lopez got his gun emojis. Let's see, Cesar Ramirez, he got his gun emojis. Green Eyes P, she got her gun emojis. Schoolo X-Man, he got his gun emojis. My sister Elena, she got her gun emojis. Everybody got gun emojis. Now we got a no-caller ID calling right now, y'all. We got a no-caller ID. The phone lines ain't open yet, but I just want to entertain this call. I just want to entertain this. No-call ID. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, fool? You think you hot with that ski mask, homie? Nah, fool, fuck you at Shakur, homie. Peace out, homie.
I do accept threats on Monday, so it is what it is. Somebody just called. It is what it is. Feeling kind of gangster right now. I put the ski mask on. I'm skied up. Nigga hung the phone up. He was scared. Anyways, I just dropped the link. I just dropped the link to Rick, so we gonna see what's happening. You know what it is. That's what happens. See over here, we get a little Gangsta Paradise over here. Y'all remember Gangsta Paradise from Coolio? Y'all remember that? Gangsta's Paradise? We get gangsta over here in this chat. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Shout out to Schoolo X-Man. What's going on, fam? Shout out to doggone Diz. Diz, what's going on? Diz. Yeah, man. I be having these busters, man. I be having these busters trying to, they be trying to pull up on the old boy, man. I ain't with all that flim-flam, man. Shout out to Food Revolution. What's going on, sis? Yeah, R.I.P. to Coolio. R.I.P. to Coolio. That's the thing, though, right? You know what I don't like about these trolls? My haters got to step their game up, right? If you're going to hate and troll, they gotta be practicing, you got to sound more convincing. You get what I'm saying? Like, I just don't be convinced. Shout out to JC in the building, man. Mailman Mac. What's going on, baby boy? I just don't be convinced. That's all I'm saying. I don't be convinced. Hold on, let me see what's up. We good. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Like, they be doing a terrible job. Like, dog, you gotta work on, I'm like, dog, you gotta work on your gotta work on your scare tactics, dog. Like, you know, if you're trying to scare a nigga, you know, you gotta, don't you think you need to be working on it? Like, work on putting a little bit more bass in your voice. You get what I'm saying? I ain't scared of no nigga with no call ID. That's one. I'm gonna tell you something. It's two things I'm scared of. Well, I'm scared. Y'all know I'm scared of cockroaches. I told y'all the story about me and the cockroaches. I'm terrified of now. Cockroaches, I'm scared of the motherfucker. Cockroaches, and what else I'm scared of? Shit. Cockroaches. Damn. It was something else. Damn. It was something else I'm scared of. What was it? Cockroaches and I was gonna say cockroaches and bad credit, but I was gonna say I'm scared of cockroaches and bad credit. But you know it is what it is, man. But anyways, without further delay, we got my main man Slick Rick in the building, the one and only, mostly hated, you know, often duplicated, always hated, the hater of the year award, Rick Glazer. Let's give him a round of applause. Slick Rick, what's going on, fam?
Not much. What do you think of the new picture?
Okay, yeah, I see it now. What you standing next to, Rick?
I just was in front of a staircase. I was at a country club last night having dinner with my wife.
Hey, man, let me tell you something. Every time you call this show, you bragging about the Mercedes Benz. You bragging about you eating in 5-star restaurants. You bragging about the Rolex watches. You bragging about the Gators that you wear. You always bragging,
no. First of all, I wear crocodiles, not Gators. It's not Rolexes. It's one Rolex my wife has with a diamond bezel, brand new. Got it in February. My wife shops on Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills and Fifth Avenue in New York, and yeah, we live good. You know. But I don't do anything in boxing. I don't know where all this money comes from, but I don't do anything in boxing. That's what all the haters say, you know.
Yeah, Rick, you don't do nothing in boxing, man. You know, it is what it is. Hey, Rick, man, you was having a conversation, man, and it's something I saw that you put out there on Twitter. What say you about this Shakur Stevenson and Frank Martin? I don't want to say fiasco, but fiasco that's going on, you know, with what say you about that?
Well, you want to know all the facts?
What are the facts?
The facts are that he got offered $800,000 for the fight.
Okay.
PBC said yes. The next day they came back and says we need $500,000 more. Top Rank went along with giving him $250 more. They agreed to his $1,050,000. Okay, they sent him a contract the next day, and then the next day the Martin rejected the fight. Now, most people in the business feel that Al Heyman jerked everybody off with intent to show his power because next year Shakur is going to be a free agent, and like Terrence Crawford left because he couldn't get the PBC fighters, and he's trying to. They're promising him a Tank Davis fight, which won't happen because Floyd and Tank ain't going to allow it. There's no way Tank fights him. Tank doesn't have to fight Shakur to make a lot of money. They'll just pay him a lot of money anyways. So why take the risk?
Yeah, what about Frank Martin though? What does Frank Martin do next? Because some people are trying to say on Twitter.
I don't know what they promised Frank Martin. Maybe they promised to double his purse from $75,000. Maybe they promised to do that, but they don't have anything. There's nothing concrete for Frank Martin. Maybe they're promising him Tank. Maybe they promised him double the purse. I don't know. You know, maybe up him to 200. He's never made over 75,000 for a fight. That's a fact. I mean, you can't make it up.
No, man. Frank Martin swimming in the dough over there, man. He's swimming in the dough. What you mean he never made more than 75,000 for a fight? That man's. Everybody know fighters make way more money than that, man. Ain't that man making way more money than that? Come on, man.
Well, I'm just telling you what the facts are.
Oh, okay.
It's unbelievable. It's literally unbelievable. Let's put it that way to you.
All right, so
there you go.
All right. So Frank Martin pulls out of the fight. Okay, cool. Frank Martin's a PBC fighter. We know this. Now, next up the bat, they have a guy by the name of Edwin De Los Santos, an Olympian, hard-hitting Dominican fighter, pretty good. How do you see that going down? Because we was under the impression that both sides agreed. The WBC said that, hey, PBC or whoever, that the representatives on that side reached out to them and told them that everything is Gucci. You can cancel the purse bid. We have a deal in place. And Top Rank did the same thing, only to come to find out that Frank Martin did an entire 180 and said, "I'll holler. I don't want no smoke." So now Edwin De Los Santos is coming up. Will something similar happen again?
I don't know. We'll see. You know, maybe they don't give a shit about him. You know, maybe I don't know that. You know, we don't know. Everything's going to have to be a wait and see, and let's see what happens. That's really what's going to come down to.
Yeah.
You know, but you remember, this is going to be for the WBC title.
Yeah,
this isn't just a regular fight.
Yeah, this is for the title.
So these guys are turning down world title fights. It's unbelievable.
I think I think they're turning down world title fights because what I notice about today's time, Rick, it depends on who has the title. If you are a fighter that's not popular, that the social media guys don't like, or the mainstream media may not like, then guess what? The belts don't matter, because we're hearing that going on from one promotion. There's only one promotion, one advisory company that's putting that out there. Belts don't matter. It depends on who has the belts. Now, I'm going to say this, Rick. Check this out. I'm going to tell you some real shit. Devin Haney is not undisputed champion anymore. He's a champion in recess. He got stripped of the WBC title, right? So that's the belt that Shakur Stevenson, whichever guy wants to step up and fight him after a mandate, that's the belt that they're going to be fighting for. So that's going to be a conclusion. Now, eventually, Devin Haney will probably relinquish those other belts, because if he's moving up to 140 to fight Regis Prograis, then more than likely he's probably going to end up dropping those belts. But check this out. Gervonta Tank Davis is the WBA Reggie belt champion. He has the Reggie belt. Right. If Shakur Stevenson dropped that WBA super title tomorrow, what happened to that belt? Would Tank Davis get elevated to the super?
Yeah, he gets elevated to the full champion.
So he will be, in essence, what everybody called Devin Haney, an email champ.
Yeah, basically, yeah. It's a good point. I didn't think about it that way. Yeah. Basically, yeah.
Because that's what these guys on today's time call an email champ. They say if you didn't fight the champ for the title and it was emailed to you, handed to you, or been elevated, kind of like some of the Devin Haney and Lomachenko, then you're an email champ. And people were saying that Devin Haney wasn't a real champ. He was an email champ because he didn't fight for the title, but it wasn't his fault, that he couldn't get Lomachenko in the ring. So my question is, okay, if that's the definition of an email champ, if Devin Haney dropped that belt, Tank would be elevated. It's the exact same thing. Or is it different because it's Tank Davis?
Well, it's different in their minds because it's Tank Davis. Correct.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna see how this plays out. The WBC. What made the WBC decide to let me go ahead and try to force this mandate? Because I would think I'm gonna tell you why. I would think that the WBC is dealing with a PBC fighter by the name of Jamal Charlo. Jamal Charlo hasn't fought since 1972, and he's still a champion. He's still a WBC title holder, right?
Right.
Devin Haney moved up to 140 to fight Regis Prograis, and immediately they made him a champion in recess and put his title up for grabs. So what was the decision-making, the thought process in taking Devin Haney's belt that he fought for, and because he went up to 140 to fight Regis Prograis, they're not letting him, they took his belt and say he's a champion in recess. What was the thought process that went into that versus a Jamal Charlo who had that exact same WBC super title, and it got emailed to him because he didn't fight for the belt, he got elevated, but he's able to hold on to it for 51 years. What say you about that?
Well, I can't make excuses for Jamal Charlo or the WBC as far as Charlo, but the thinking with the Haney situation was that he can't make the weight anymore. It's all bullshit. He just wants to try to hold on to the belts, so he enters the ring as a champion, as a champion, and all that bullshit. When he doesn't have any intention of going back to 135 pounds. That's a big difference. And that's why they did that. Now, why they're protecting Jamal Charlo? I got no idea. Jamal, the 60-pounder. I have no idea.
But
I don't know. It's unexplainable.
But yeah, and still, man, like Rick, Devin Haney just fought Lomachenko not too long ago. My point is, if you're gonna take his belt, fine, but at least give the man more time. They didn't even give the man time. Like listen, he's not even 6 months removed from fighting Lomachenko. Why you take his belt so fast? You know, you get what I'm saying? Like that doesn't for me. At least let the man hold the belt 6 months. If you can be patient with Jamal Charlo and let him hold the goddamn belt for 25 years, surely you can let Devin Haney hold on to his belt for 3 more years. You know what I mean? Not 3 more years, but you know.
I agree. I agree. There's no defense for that. I agree.
So, Mauricio Sulaiman is picking and choosing, and this is a problem I have with the sanctioning bodies, Rick. It seems to me that the sanctioning bodies, they like to pick and choose when to enforce their rules, especially when it comes to the WBC. I don't know the rules. I don't know the rules, Rick. The reason why I don't know the rules is because Mauricio Sulaiman changes the rules on the fly. 1 minute he's on the Boxing Pro podcast, they're asking him tough questions. He'll answer the question one way, and then the next minute he's on another boxing podcast, and he'll answer the questions another way. So it's like, man, bro, like, you know, he answers questions like a politician. What you think about that?
I agree. I think that he's gone more than out of his way for Jamel Charlo, and I don't think it's right. But I don't like it. I don't think it's right.
You know what, man? I kind of feel bad for Frankie Baby. You know, I gotta call him a duck, Rick. I gotta call him a duck. I have to, because we just saw a fight. Okay, Al Heyman is the advisor. Like, he's my advisor. I'm getting a check later on this month from Al Heyman. You know, on quote unquote sources say on the back end. So this is the pro Al Heyman channel, Rick. I just want to let you know that. Rick, you all right?
Yep, I'm all right.
All right, cool. So this is. Man,
I'm good.
It don't sound like you.
I'm
all right.
good.
You sure?
I'm good.
You smoking some weed?
No, I'm good.
Oh, okay. All right. Just
I'm
want to
good.
make sure now. We got to call 911. Let me know now.
No, we're good.
All right, cool. So, man, you made me forget my train of thought. Hey, wait. Hey, what was I talking about, guys? What was I talking about? You know my ADD don't kick in. What was I talking about? My ADD don't kick in. What? Hey, Rick, I know you don't remember. Anybody, please tell me. Oh yeah, that's it, Carl. Good looking out. The WBC inconsistencies. Now, it seems to me that somebody got the WBC. You know, let me ask you this, Rick. Have you heard of any rumors? Just throwing it out there. If you could say yay or nay or say no comment. Are there any rumors of somebody in the business? I don't want to say no name, having information or pictures of Mauricio Sulaiman in an uncompromising position, and this is why the Jamal Charlo is not being stripped of his title, even though he's not fighting?
I haven't heard anything as such. And to be honest with you, you know, Mauricio is one of those kind of guys. He feels sorry for people. Those guys having trouble. He's that kind of guy. He's a nice guy. He's sincerely a nice guy. I've known him since he was a kid. Since he was a young, not a kid, but a young man.
Young man.
And I knew his father. I was real close to his father.
Jose, yeah.
Yeah, Jose, great man. And he's just one of those kind of guys. He feels sorry for people. You know, nobody donates more money to people than and they don't even talk about it to fallen fighters and stuff like that. Pay for burials, and he's a good guy that way. You know, he's a very, very good guy that way, and he just feels sorry for the guy. The guy had trouble with his wife. He's got 5 kids. And, you know, he basically said, take all the time you want. We're behind you. You're our undefeated champion, you know, and I get it. I get that part. But it's a little out of control now, going out like 800 days or some fucking thing, you know?
Hey, listen, man. He feels sorry for Jamal Charlo. Okay, he feels sorry for him. Rick, okay, I've been watching boxing a long time. You've been in the business for a minute. You know this business inside and out. Can you? Are there any examples of a fighter that held on to the belt for more than 2 years and is still a champion? Hasn't been able to fight and able to hold on to the belt?
But Vitaly, I think it was Vitaly Klitschko, was a champion recess for a couple years. He had some injuries and stuff, but they let other people fight for the title, and then when he came back, he fought for the title. But they called him a champion recess, and they made somebody else the full champ. So that's sort of the same thing, a little different, but this is inexcusable. What can I tell you? You can't make this shit up.
Rick, this ain't the same thing. The man's still holding on to the belt.
I know. It's unbelievable.
He's not a champion in recess. He's not a champion in process. He's not a champion in OSES. This man is a full-blown champion. There's other guys in the division want a shot at that belt. He don't have to defend it. He's going through whatever he's going through. And come on, man. We'll talk about that for another day. And again, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. Now, my dog Booger Ray Leonard. Now you know, Rick. I told you this is a pro PBC channel. It pays me, and you do know that Booger Ray Leonard. That's one of my favorite promoters outside of Don King. What is it? What say you about why the PBC don't use Mayweather Promotions to promote their fighters, but they're using the white man Tom Brown? What say you?
Because they're not Tom Brown is a logistical organization that puts the events together and does all the white collar work for those events, and Floyd Mayweather's company is not set up to do that. That's all there is to it.
So Tom Brown does the white collar, you say white collar work?
Yeah.
So,
all the paperwork and all that stuff that, you have to have a staff to do it and stuff, event coordinator, and you got to have all kinds of people, publicists, and you got to have all this shit. And Floyd's company doesn't have shit. It's like a company name only almost,
Yeah, because I don't see Booger Ray. I don't see Booger Ray Leonard. I don't see Booger Ray Leonard. It's like how come I don't see Booger Ray? How come I don't see Booger Ray promoting none of these fights?
Just what I told you. What the reason?
Look like my mic cracking.
They're not equipped. They're not equipped.
Hold on, my mic. Sorry about that, guys. My microphone is crackling. I don't know what the fuck it is. Is this my cord or what? I don't know what it is, guys. Why my microphone is crackling? I have no idea. Hey, thank you for letting me know that, boxing analyst. Thank you for letting me know that, fam. Hold on, let me see what's up. Oh, you know what? Wait a minute. I know what it is. I think I know what it is, guys. My bad. I had the Wi-Fi on. I had the Wi-Fi on. Hold on. I had the Wi-Fi on. Damn, let me turn this shit off, man. Yeah, hey, guys, let me know if it's still crackling after I turn the Wi-Fi on.
No problem. I'm very patient today.
Man, it might still be. It's still crackling, man. We gotta roll with it, guys. We gotta roll with it. I forgot what I was saying, man. I got fucking.
But it was about Mayweather Promotions. They're just not set up to be a front promoter for PBC. That's all there is to it. They're not equipped.
So Mayweather Promotions, is this on?
Well, I don't know if there's other guys there, but they're not the quality of Tom Brown and his staff. And Al feels comfortable. Al obviously feels comfortable with the white man, with Tom Brown. And I don't blame him. I would feel comfortable with Tom too.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, okay, I'll feel comfortable with white man Tom Brown, but you got the brother man Booger Ray Leonard over there. But is it Booger Ray? He's so Booger Ray for Mayweather Promotions. I always thought that was strange, because why Mayweather Promotions don't be the one promoting these fighters? But it makes sense what you're saying. They don't have the structure to even promote them like that. They don't even have a real company like that.
Right. Correct though.
So hey, listen, I don't want to say it on air. What I'm talking about. I would love to have that guy on the show you were telling me about. So
Who? Tom Brown?
I'll call you out to the show. You heard me? I'll call you after the show and tell you who I'm talking about. Can you hear me, Rick?
What's up? Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, man. Listen, man. You okay over there, Rick? Sound like you having trouble over there, man.
I'm getting along just great. That's all. There was nothing really. So I was just washing my hands. Before I was washing my hands, and there was something wrong with the thing. That the plumbing was backing up there, and I straightened it out. That's what all that noise was. So it was no big deal.
Just let me know.
Not a health issue. I'm fine.
All right, let me know now. Let me know. All right, cool. So, all right. So, Frank Martin, I'm hearing that it's a potentially that he can maybe be fighting Tank Davis, but that's coming from people who's running cover for him. There's no concrete evidence on that. That's just something somebody threw out there on Twitter. But for whatever reason may be, I'm trying to figure out what would make a $75,000 fighter turn down a career high payday, what he was getting paid, to fight and to fight for a title, a championship, right? What would make a $75,000 fighter turn that down?
I have no idea, but if he listen, if he had a big fight other than Shakur, then Heyman should have brought it forward before the Shakur fight. I don't think there's any big fight. I just think that everybody had second thoughts, including Heyman and Earl Spence. Maybe Derek James had second thoughts, called up Al and said, listen, I've already got fucking Spence beat. I'm about to get Charlo beat with Canelo. And now I'm going to get Frank Martin beat. I mean, how many beatdowns could they handle, that organization? And how many beatdowns do you think Derek James's psyche is going to handle? You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of moving parts here.
Yeah, I'm hearing that. I'm hearing that Derek James was the one that said that, hey man, told Frank Martin to turn the fight down. You're not ready. You know what I mean? So
he's never. Well, you like time out. He's never going to be ready for Shakur. So that's fucking lame. I don't give a fuck how more many fights he has. He's not going to be ready for fucking Shakur.
But he's supposed to be an excellent fighter. Frank Martin is supposed to be
not in that league, and he's not improving. He's not improving from fight to fight.
I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you, but I'm saying the hype. We've been down this road before.
Well, that's what the PBC side wants to say, and that's what the PBCers, the LDBCers, the Haymanites, the Heyman Johnson jumpers, the Earl sexuals, because Earl promotes Frank Martin. Yeah, that's what they're all saying. But you know what? Shakur's Shakur. He's like Terrence Crawford is in the welterweight division.
Yeah. This is the thing that gets me, Rick. What goes on today with today's boxing. Just basically the social media boxing fans. There's a difference between, in my opinion, social media boxing fans is a different breed of boxing fans, right? What I noticed is about with some guys being loyal to a promotional company. And I say this time and time again, when I was growing up watching boxing, I didn't care if the fighter fought on Top Rank or if he fought on Don King Promotions or whatever. We love Don King because Don King put on great fights. Top Rank, they put on great fights, but that wasn't the determining factor to whether we decided to support a fighter or not. If you ain't signed to Don King, we're not going to watch you. If you signed to Duval, we're not going to watch you. If you signed to Top Rank, we're not going to watch you. We didn't do that. In today's time, you have quote unquote fans. I can't call them fans. I can't call them boxing fans because it's disrespectful to boxing fans for me to say that. But these social media boxing fans, these guys are a different breed. They pledge allegiance to promotional. They pledge allegiance to my boss. They pledge allegiance to advisory companies that they never seen before. Guys who they never seen before. You don't know what he looks like. You don't know what he sounds like. You don't know how many. You don't know anything about him, right? You don't know. You don't like the physical characteristics and stuff. I'm saying today in 2023, but in today's time, it's about which I was gonna say record company, but which promotional outfit you're with and who you're affiliated with, and if you got to be one of the popular fighters, the ones who popping, the ones who are popular on social media, the ones who are in the clubs with the rappers, and you get litty and you living the life and driving Lamborghinis and this and that. So it's different, and it seems like the criteria for who is pound for pound in today's time is a little different as well. Because, I had Doug on here from Ring Magazine, and he did break down the criteria of what the Ring does, but some people he did say that, hey man, it may, sometimes it's a possible popularity contest. Like some fighters can be on the pound for pound list with some of these top guys, and you're like, wait a minute, how come this guy's not on the pound for pound list when this guy is a champion, undisputed champion, and he clearly did more than this guy, and this guy is not even a champion. How did he get on here versus him? And so a lot of this stuff is just popularity. So it's not, these guys don't really have boxing criterias. And I say all that to say this, it seems like the standards has changed a little bit in boxing. What do you think about that, Rick?
Well, the standards are so different than it used to be. It's incredible what social media has done to boxing. Yeah. What Al Heyman's made it a team sport, and it's what it is. I mean, it's the way it's going down these days.
I really do like the fact that and right now in this social media area, I do like the fact that when some fighters use that as a platform in order to build their brand, other fighters still don't do it. They still try to do it the traditional way. Some fighters, one thing I will say about PBC, they do a good job in, well, they're top fighters. Because I don't know exactly how many fighters that are advised, so to speak. We'll just say advised, because we do know that none of these fighters work for Al Heyman. Al Heyman worked for the fighters, quote unquote. But I don't know how many of these fighters actually. What say you, Rick? What you figure? PBC have about 300 fighters or 200 or something of that sort?
They probably have right now. I would say they have about probably 250 to 275.
Okay,
yep. And you only hear about 35 of them.
35. I think you're being very generous saying 35, because I know of Errol Spence. I know of Deontay Wilder. We know Danny Garcia, both Charlos, Keith Thurman, Errol Spence, Tank Davis, and then the other guys, the mediocre guys, the Isaac Cruzes, the Frank Martins, the De Los Santos. A couple of those guys. Maybe a Laura in there. It's top heavy. It's Wilder, Tank, Spence. You may want to throw both Charlos in there if you want to throw them in there.
Yeah.
Keith Thurman has had 3 fights in 6 years. Keith Thurman had 3 fights in 6 years. Let that sink in. Danny Garcia, I don't remember. I think the last time he had a fight, he fought one-legged Jose Benavidez. He fought him, went 12 rounds with him. So outside of those guys, I don't know who the other 265 fighters are. I can name 10, but who the other 265 fighters?
Well, there's a lot of them. There's Frank Sanchez, the undefeated heavyweight. There's quite a few.
Oh yeah, Frank Sanchez.
There's still quite a few that are well known. Stephen Fulton, ex-champion.
Yeah, you're right.
There's 35 guys that they use that people know who they are. But their champions fight. I've said it before. Their champions fight once every 14 months in 1 week. Top Rank's champions fight twice a year. Eddie's fights twice a year.
They got Ortiz. They got Charles Martin. They have
right. Well, those. I mean, come on, Charles Martin, Ortiz. Ortiz is almost as old as I am, and I'm 65 for Christ's sake, and I'm for real. He's about 54 for Christ's sake. Martin, every time he gets in a real fight, gets beat. He just got beat by Jared Anderson, a Nuvo, a Tyro there.
Yeah.
So it's just they got 35 fighters that get action. The other ones are sitting in the sidelines, bragging there with PBC, but starving to death.
I think a lot of the companies are like that. Matchroom. I don't know how many fighters they
No,
have.
that's true. Matchroom and Top Rank and Golden Boy keep all their fighters busy. Matter of fact, just to let you know how
Yeah.
conscientious Golden Boy is, the president, Eric Gomez, is a friend of mine. I do a lot of business with him. Great guy. And he said to me, he said, Rick, presently we'd like to take on more fighters, but we have obligations coming up to our fighters, and we will fulfill those obligations before we sign anybody else. So there's your answer right there.
So they're gonna. Whatever obligations that they have with the current fighters, it's important
So
for
they
those
come
guys
first.
to make sure that they come first.
They come first. Absolutely. If you were kind enough, if you were good enough to sign with Golden Boy, and they were happy to have you sign with them, they're going to fulfill their agreement and everything else. So
Okay. Some fighters are a little bit more active than others. I don't understand why Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman has had 3 fights in 6 years, bro. Like he's kind of like a afterthought at this point. Now I'm hearing that he did say in an interview not too long ago, he said he want to fight Crawford, this and that, the winner of Crawford and Spence. And my thing is, yesterday, Keith Thurman, I think when Crawford was with Top Rank, he said that he wanted $10 million to fight Crawford. He said Bob was cheap. He didn't want to pay the fighters, this and that, this and that. And my question is, okay, you fought Mario Barrios and you fought Jose, what the dude name? He fought Josecito, was it Josecito Lopez? I think he fought Josecito, and he fought Mario Barrios. Did he make $10 million? Did he get $10 million for a fight those guys?
probably $1 million.
All right, so again, I like if I ever spoke with Keith Thurman, which I probably doubt I would, but if I ever spoke with him, like if some questions I would definitely ask him. Like, dude, you fought 3 times in 6 years. You a vet in the game, former unified champion. What is the reason why you only fought 3 times in 6 years? I mean, I know you're probably just looking for the big money fights, but
he prices them. He prices them out. Any fight that's risky, he prices himself out. Like then he blames the promoter because they don't want to pay enough money. Whether it's Al Heyman, whether it's Eddie Hearn, whether it's PBC, it's everybody's fault but his. But when you're so inactive, you don't create public demand for yourself. If you're active, you create public demand for yourself. So it's his own fault.
So by Keith Thurman, my internet is going down. My internet is down right now. I'm checking my speed on my internet while we're talking.
Yeah, well, you're coming. You're not coming through well. You're not coming through well. You're real choppy. I'm having trouble understanding you.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm sounding so choppy, but it seems like every time I go live around this time, I'm having issues.
Now it's just fine. Right now it's fine. So Keith Thurman causes his own problems. He prices himself out of risky fights, and by the time those fights come around, where maybe the promoter will pay some more. He's depreciated his own value by being so inactive. So you can't have it both ways. You got to stay active.
But if you're Keith Thurman is saying that, hey man, I'm a former unified champion. I was the hottest guy in the game at that time. Before there was an Errol Spence, Keith Thurman was that guy. I was the hottest guy in the game at that time. My only loss was to Manny Pacquiao.
That was then. This is now. Do me a favor. You want to have some fun?
Go ahead.
Go to BoxRec right now and look up Jared Anderson, the heavyweight Top Rank, and see how many times he's fought since the first of the year and since last year.
Jared Anderson?
And he pulled out Jared Anderson, and he pulled out of one fight this year because he was injured. So think about that for a moment. But keep going. Since the first of the year and in the last year, in the last 12 months, tell me how many times he's fought.
All right, Jared Big Baby Anderson. So you said since the first of last year and up until now?
No. The first of this year.
The first.
So the first 8 months of the year. Yep.
All right, he's fought 1, 2, 3 times.
already.
Already, yeah. He had his first
Oh,
fight of 2023 on April. He had another fight in July, and he had another fight in August.
right. And he pulled out of a fight early in the year in January because he had an injury. Okay,
Yeah.
so really he had 4 fights. He pulled out of one. Okay, already. Now go to him in the last year from September 1st on. No, August 1st. Count August 1st because we're only a week into September. So count August 1st. Since August 1st of last year, how many times did he fight?
August of last year, let's go to 2022. Since August of last year, he fought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times
In a year.
in a year. Yeah, fought
Okay.
5 times in a year.
Does that tell you something? The activity? You see my point about PBC, how infrequently they're fighting. Now, that's a guy who's a main event on ESPN now.
Mhm.
He makes a lot of money per fight,
Mhm.
and he's already fought in 5 times in a year. And he was injured in, he would have fought in 6 times, but he was injured in January, in that time period there. That's why he didn't fight till April. So basically, would have had 6 fights. See, do you see my point?
Yeah, you saying
And
that
that's one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons why the top ranked fighters always beat the Al Heyman fighters. Aram's fighters always beat because they're active and they're in the gym and they're ready to go. They don't get in the gym to lose weight to train for a fight. They're always ready. And they're honing their skills and they're active and timing is good and they're crisp. There you go.
Yeah, because it seems like between the two companies, Top Rank and PBC, it seems like the Top Rank, the way they keep their fighters active. I don't want to say. I'll just say it this way. I think the way Bob Arum and them is over there doing, they have a different business model, the way they operate over there, versus I think the way Al Heyman does things. Maybe his top fighters. He's of course, he likes to make the in-house fights. Understandably so. Those fights are easy to be made. Al Heyman advises them to take, hey man, take this fight right here, take that fight right there. But we saw a case where Errol Spence went against the advice of Al Heyman, and they went ahead and made the fight happen with Crawford. Do you foresee any other fighters, like, I don't know, maybe a Frank Martin or any other fighters over there, if it's a fight that they really want to make? And I don't think any of the fighters work for Al Heyman, quote unquote. And I say that with quotations. I think Al Heyman works for the fighter. His job is just to give them advice. But at the end of the day, it's the fighter's job and this decision to make at the end. Do you foresee any other fighters actually doing that? Like making their own fights against the advice for a fight that they really want to make?
Well, it's not Jamal Charlo.
Talking about Jamel? Yeah. I mean, Jamel got what he wanted, though. Jamel got the Canelo fight.
No, Jamal.
Oh, Jamal.
It's not Jamal. He doesn't fight at all.
Yeah. Jamal doesn't fight. Well, he hasn't fought in over 2 years. So, but I'm saying, but do you foresee that? Because I think Errol Spence kind of like broke the mold, in my opinion. Like he kind of like, okay, he broke the mold and went ahead and made a fight.
I also think Stephen Fulton broke the mold too.
Oh yeah. Cool boy step. You know what? I keep forgetting about Stephen Fulton. Stephen Fulton broke the mold as well. He went. No, I'm going to Japan.
That happened. His beatdown came 4 days before Spence's. Let's not get that confused.
Yeah, you're right about that. He lost. He got stopped on a Tuesday, and then Spence got stopped on a Saturday. So that was like, you're right, 4 days before. Yeah, that was 2 L's. And the crazy part about it, both fighters that Crawford and Spence Crawford. Both fighters that Spence and Cool Boy fought, their opponents were looked upon as didn't fight anybody, overrated, hype jobs. They're going to get exposed when Spence gets into the ring with Crawford, and Cool Boy's going to, and Inouye's going to get exposed when they get in the ring with Cool Boy Stealth. Like I remember all of the banter, everything that was being said. And then what happened was those same fans, although guys who was rooting for, and and I wanted to see Cool Boy win, but I was like, man, it's gonna be a hard task. I'm not gonna lie, I had no idea that Inoue was gonna destroy Cool Boy step as easily as he did. He like he made it look so easy. What I noticed was fan bases of certain advisory companies. I just throw that out there. And I don't want to throw anybody under the bus because I get paid on the back end from Al. But I noticed that their fan bases, they hyped these guys up, and then as soon as they got in the ring and got destroyed, they went radio silent for like a month. Some of them are coming out of the closet now, starting to talk. But they hyped these guys up. And I'm like, man, how come every time these fighters over here, when they fight a top-ranked fighter, they lose to these guys? The record is like what? 4-5 and 23, something like that?
4 and 21.
It got to be more than 4 and 20. It was 4 and 21 before Schoolboy Stealth in the new way.
No. That was the 21st fight. That was the 21st one.
All right, well, what about Crawford and Spence?
Well, Crawford you can't count because he has been with Arum since November 21st of 2021. So he's not a top-ranked fighter, but
I still count him,
developing.
I still count him.
I don't count it on the list, but he's an outside fighter that won. He's not an Arab fighter, but he's an outside fighter that won. Yes.
Yeah, outside fighter that won. So if it's me and I get it, I get Al Heyman's business model. It's like, look, bro, let's keep this shit in house. Every time we go outside the chicken coop, the chickens get their feathers plucked. So
because it's a minor league organization. That's what they are. Here, I'm going to tell you guys something what nobody realizes. Literally. Okay? So here goes. You have Top Rank, Golden Boy, PBC, Eddie Hearn, Frank Warren, okay, in England besides Eddie Hearn, and you have Boxer over there, and Mr. Honda in Japan called Tekken Promotions.
Okay. Tekken
Promotions is much more successful than PBC. They're not. PBC is not even in those guys' leagues with Top Rank, Golden Boy. I'm sorry, not Golden Boy. Top Rank, Eddie Hearn, and Mr. Honda, and Mr. Honda. I mean, Golden Boy is very, very, very financially stable company, and they promote 2 shows a month, one on regular DAZN on Saturday night and one developmental series. They promote as many fights. They actually promote more fights than PBC does. PBC is doing like 15, 16 shows a year. They're doing 24. Now, are they doing huge shows? PBC, yeah, but that doesn't mean those huge shows are profitable. Now, what was the Ryan Martin fight with Tank Davis? Yes, but who was their partner? Golden Boy. Golden Boy had Ryan Garcia in the fight. Yeah. So think about all this. Tekken Promotions over in Japan is huge. Huge.
I don't know. I don't know much about Tekken Promotions, to be honest with you. To be fair.
Okay, well, Tekken Promotions, Mr. Honda, and you can Google them. They have I know who
Mr. Honda is.
Well, they're the promoters of Bam Rodriguez. Eddie Hearn uses them, but they're the real promoters of the fighter. Then the list goes on and on and on and on. I mean, Tekken is huge. Tekken is not as big as Top Rank and Matchroom, but they're pretty friggin' close. They have a huge stable of fighters. Some Mexican fighters, some South American fighters. But mostly Japanese fighters. But the point is they're a huge company. So there's a lot of promotional companies around the world. Frank Warren, very successful over in England. He's a Hall of Fame promoter. Queensberry. I mean, has Fury with Bob Arum. Is doing Joe Joyce and the Chinese guy Zhang coming up here. I mean, he's a huge promoter. So I mean, people act like the sun sets with Al Heyman and PBC, which is very, very far from it. These people aren't realistic. I had one idiot come on and go on my sent me a email off my website, got my email address. He says, "How can you make a living in boxing without doing business with Al Heyman?" I says, "Very easily." So to give you how delusional people are, it's crazy.
But I will say this: you gotta get the PBC credit this year. You know, we end up we
Oh
did.
no, they're making the biggest fights, but they've been forced to make the biggest fights now because they were putting on shit shows, pay-per-views that did shit. All of a sudden, Espinoza got a boss because and which was CBS Sports President David Benson, and Al Heyman lost Fox, so he didn't have the leverage the push back with Showtime. So they're now controlling Al Heyman instead of Al Heyman controlling them. That's not through Espinoza, but through David Benson. That's why we're getting the big fights now.
Yeah,
and because Heyman's got to start to generate money because they're tapped out. So they've got to put these guys in to generate money now. There's enough protecting these guys.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that. I mean, that was on Yahoo Finance. I look at a lot of their reports that they put out on Paramount. So I mean, a lot of that what you're saying is true as of late to those guys. You know, I noticed when they said they was going to consolidate and they was thinking about merging Showtime in with the parent company or the parent app on Paramount. That's when we started seeing all of a sudden these fights just started happening. And I know that, hey, this is not a coincidence. You know, so a lot of the people.
Also, if you notice, there's no Showtime fight scheduled. They're all pay-per-view, which lends credence to what I said. They're out of the Showtime itself is out of boxing is out of money.
So
they're not getting funded. They're not getting funded for their Saturday night shows, only for pay-per-view.
So the Plant Benavidez, that was pay-per-view, right?
Every one of them is pay-per-view.
Tank and Ryan, of course, that's pay-per-view. Spence Crawford, of course, that's payper-view. What's another fight they have coming up?
Benavidez Benavidez and Boo Boo. That's pay-per-view. You want me to continue?
You know, I didn't even think about that. So has that fight is that fight official?
I don't know. I try not to pay attention to garbage fights. Anything Boo Boo's garbage.
But you know what? Yeah, Benavidez and Andrade is not a pay-per-view fight to me. But I didn't even look at it that way. But so basically, what you're saying is so far what we've been seeing, the fights they are putting on have all been pay-per-view fights, but they haven't been putting together like.
Well, they did have a couple fights on Saturday night fights, but they don't have anything scheduled for the fall or the winter yet. Normally their schedule would be out already. Normally their schedule would be out right around Labor Day, right after Labor Day, all their fights. They haven't put out anything. Here we are, the 11th of September.
What goes behind the decision making of deciding, okay, because the networks pretty much put the money up for the fights. Am I correct?
Right.
So if the networks, meaning the white man, put the money up for the fights, then do the networks pretty much have a say in what types of fights they're willing to pay for versus the types of fights they're not willing to pay for?
Of course, 100% they do. That's the point right there. They're not willing to put fights on Showtime because they want them on pay-per-view because they can't. They're not doing anything with Showtime. They don't get any viewers. They're only averaging 221,000 viewers per show. That's nothing.
So if that's the case, if that's the case, then the actual promotional company or advisory company will be beholden to his paymaster, which is the networks.
Oh yeah. Well, it wasn't like that until David at Showtime until Espinoza got the boss and CBS Sports President David Benson. Now it is like that.
Yeah. So if they don't supply the vibranium, then there's no. There's no kumbaya or whatever. So, damn, man. I mean, so is that a good thing? In your opinion, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, it's a bad thing. You're not showing boxing at regular Showtime, but people have to buy paper. Who would buy? Well, I mean, Benavidez and Dudu Andrade. That's not pay. It shouldn't be pay-per-view. One guy should be getting $1 million. One guy should be getting $750,000 to $1 million. One guy should be getting $1.5 million to $2 million. It should be on regular Showtime. And then you put a little undercard together, and you got a show. But why are they putting it on? I don't know why.
Okay. I mean, I get it. So what did you do with the other fighters? if Al Heyman has 270 something
Yeah,
fighters under his control,
they're all sitting on the bench starving. I get calls all the time from PBC fighters there with Heyman. They got contracts with Heyman and contracts with Tom Brown with the TGB, and I said I can't do that. Well, you got contracts. Well, they never fight me. They'll go to court and get out of it. It's not my business to go to court and get out. I'm not torturing or interfering with anybody with any agreement.
Right.
They got contracts to have them live up to them, these bastards.
Yeah, because if you got 275 fighters, and this what we was having a discussion yesterday. I think somebody in the chat, Yarmis, but we was having a discussion yesterday, and I was like, man, one of the guys called the show, and he was talking about the business model of the PBC not the PBC, but the business model of UFC versus boxing, and the brother was speaking in terms of how much money fighters make in boxing versus in the UFC. And he was talking about the star fighters, right? The star fighters.
Right.
But I explained to him, I say, man, outside of the star fighters, the average average fighter makes about 40 something to 50 to something $1,000 a year. These fighters don't make a whole lot of money boxing. Like, people look at a Tyson Fury or Anthony Joshua or Deontay Wilder or Tank Davis or Errol Spence or Terrence Crawford or any of these top guys. They look at these guys as though this is the norm. No, these guys, this is not the norm. These guys are the elite group of boxers who we hear about.
Sure.
But what about them other fighters? Them other fighters ain't making nowhere near that. If you look at the pay of some of these, Rick, give me an example of a pay of an undercard. Like if you have a top fighter, let's say.
Well, let's put it this way to you. I just had a guy. He fought on an undercard just recently. Not my fighter, but I brokered the deal. He got one got 22,000 for a 10-rounder. One got 25. One got 30. One guy got 20. One guy got 15. So it depends. Anywhere from 15 to 30 grand on an undercard. Or a developmental series like Showbox or the DAZN Thursday night fights. The smaller shows, and 15 grand in a main event.
Damn. So, and this is what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot of fighters. Really, fighters like that make up the bulk of boxing. So, would you say that the sport of boxing, pretty much like any other sport, is top heavy?
Absolutely. Some sports are not top heavy. Even the bottom guys are making $2-3 million a year, like NASCAR and Indy cars and all that. Even the bottom guys make $2, $3, $4, $5 million a year, and the top guys are making between 10 and 30 million a year. Salaries and bonuses and all that kind of stuff. And the back markers are making $2-3 million a year, so they can still make a lot of money even though they're not running up front. But in boxing, if you're running in the back, you're getting $15,000, $20,000, $25,000, and in the same show could be a guy getting $40 million or $50 million.
Rick, how much longer do you have?
Oh, I did have. We're over our time limit by 3 minutes, but keep going.
All right, cool. All right, so let me get the super chats out of the way. Shout out to Jim. Shout out to Jim Papa for dropping that quarter of a dub. Salute to you, fam. Shout out to Swift 718. Hey, okay. For dropping that half a hundo on your boy. He dropped a half $100. Rick. He said, "Hey, Slick Rick, do you think Espinosa/PBC intentionally tried to sabotage the buy rate of Errol versus Bud by scheduling it against the UFC's biggest show of the year?" And also,
if he didn't do it intentionally, he did a good job of it.
Okay, and
I don't know if it was intentional or stupidity. I'm not sure. Was it devious or dumb? I'm not sure which one it was, but it was one of the two for sure. Great question, by the way.
Yeah, that is a great. I didn't even think about that. I got some smart subscribers over here, man. These ladies and gentlemen over here are very, very bright. Great question. Not all of them, but some of them. Also, he said Bellator Fighting Championship versus Risen Fighting Championship was on Showtime.
On the same night?
No, not on the same night, but they're fighting on Showtime. He's saying that they're fighting on Showtime. Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, all right. damn. So if you're not, so Top Rank, Matchroom, Queensberry, those guys, they have a way of putting on a lot of small fights in order to make sure that the fighters that they have consistently fight and get paid. Is that what you're saying?
And develop too, and develop. Yeah.
Right.
Uh-huh.
So would the reason be that certain fighters at top, not fighters at top rank, but fighters at let's say PBC, right? Would the reason be that the reason why when they step outside of the PBC banter, hold on, he said it was the same night. Okay, he said it was the same night with Crawford Smith fought. We're talking about the actual the Bellator and the Rising Fighting Championship. He said that was on the same night on Showtime as well. I didn't know that. Thank you for letting me know, on Swift. But would it be that, okay, if you're fighting all of these fights, if these fighters are not getting developed in-house, what you're saying is, could that be the reason? This is why when these fighters do fight outside of the PBC banner,
100%.
they get destroyed by these other
They
guys.
get destroyed. They get destroyed. Yes, that's part of the reason. Absolutely, 100%.
Now, Will, let me tell you something, man. One thing I take my head off to the PBC, Al Heyman, my boss, the one who I get paid, so to say, that they do a good job in marketing their top fighters. They control the YouTube, they control the social media sphere with other big YouTube channels, big social media, big media outlets on YouTube. They're able to control the narrative, and those guys are able to get a lot of hype. And so what happens is, I think what happened with the social media fans, they get fed this propaganda so much that I think the social media fans, a lot of those guys, they really don't know boxing. So a lot of those guys, they really don't get it. So they get caught up in the propaganda of the fighter without actually seeing, hey, listen, this guy's getting all of the praise. They're tearing this guy down, but the guy they tearing down can really, really fight. And so I think that's where the culture shock comes at. Like when you see a fighter that's getting a lot of the praise, a lot of the publicity, and he's getting all of the hype, and he's very popular amongst a lot of circles on social media, mainstream media, and stuff like that. When that fighter actually gets into a fight with a fighter who may be hated, may not be liked that much, may not be a part of the cool kids, but he beats the living shit out of this guy that was popular, I think that's where the culture shock comes in at. Because these guys don't understand that one guy was in a bunch of setup fights. He was in a bunch of fights that was tailor-made for his style from a stylistic standpoint. And on top of that, he got the hype and the favoritism from the media because it's controlled by a company, which they did an excellent job. Take my hat off to Al Heyman for that. Versus another guy, he may not be from a company that's a part of the cool kids, but he can fight his ass off. And just for me, Rick, I think this is why there's such outroars when a New Way loses, when Cool Boy loses to a New Way, or when Spence loses to Crawford, or when Wilder loses to Tyson Fury. It's like a shock. Am I looking at it correctly?
Well, you're looking at all four guys were stopped too. All four fights were stopped.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. Well, Rick, man, listen, I know you've been on for a little over an hour. I'm gonna let you go, man. Is there anything else you want to say before you get off the show?
Yeah, my Twitter is at Real Rick Glazer 1. Glazer is GLASER, and I'm a verified account. And look forward to answering all questions on Twitter. And everybody have a nice evening and enjoy the day. And we will see you in a couple days, I'm sure.
All right, for sure, man. Shout out to Slick Rick, man. Rick Glazer in the building, man. Salute. Y'all hit him up on Twitter. Sorry about that, guys. I realized what the problem was. I have my internet hardwired, but I also had the Wi-Fi on. So it's like, oh, okay. So it seemed like it was interfering with the show and the signal and stuff like that. I just looked at it. I just realized. I said, damn, I got the fucking Wi-Fi on. I have the Wi-Fi on as well while I'm streaming, but it's hardwired right here. So, anyways, I never want to use the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi is crazy. And then I ran a speed test on it. My MBP's download is 540, and let me try this again. My MBP's is 540, so which is good. That's my download, and my upload. I'm looking for the upload right now. I'm running the test again, which is my internet is super fast, right? And my MVPs, my upload is 345 right now. So that's excellent. But let's give everybody a round of applause. And also what we're going to do, guys, we're going to drop these phone lines. I'm not going to keep you guys waiting. You know, shout out to Gloria Day and the Fabulous Set Trips.
Gloria Day and the Set Trips.
These niggas don't play. These niggas don't play.
We don't play.
You ain't heard. They be tripping.
We be tripping.
So they swerving on.
We swerve on.
No faking and no snitching. And repping hard for the set. Oh, mamas, it ain't no lie. Because niggas gonna bust.
Niggas on the bus.
Better drop these phone lines, but if you're watching the show, hate watching, don't want to hit the like button, Riley, get them, and we finna drop these phone lines.
Fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck those socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Also, guys, we got another sponsor that's gonna be coming on board. We have another sponsor that's gonna be coming on board. Shout out to my main man, Big Gip of Goody Mob and his Gip products.
And ever since that first night, it seems like I've been going crazy about you.
Mint green chrome in the butt, burnt orange 550. Say the pinky ring pimp, give love pussy. Seafood, big pool, make your girl look. Backwoods, big grill, watch the chef cook. Talk slow, big smoke in the moonlight. Knock your doors down, shout it till your mind right. East Point, Fulton County, where a nigga from. Got love.
Bells in the building. Lisa Bells is in the building, man. Salute to Lisa Bells, man. Shout out to you, sis. Always good to see you. It is what it is, man. Sorry about that, guys. Shout out to my sister Lisa Bells. I don't know if you guys heard me. It was on mute. But let me go ahead and drop these phone lines, man. Anybody want to call the show? Y'all call the show.
You want to talk some shit? Call me. Start some shit, bitch.
Sup, fool? You gonna talk shit about me, homie? Where you from?
Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit about you right now.
Call the coach at 530-494-9636. We waiting on your bitch ass. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Coach, this is the boxing chief from BDA Boxing over on the East Coast. How you doing?
I'm doing good. BDA? You say BDA Boxing?
Yeah, I'm a panelist on BDA Boxing.
Okay.
Just calling because I love the show. I know you used to call into, you've been on BDA before. That's how I've actually talked to you before.
Yes, sir.
And thank you for accepting my call. Got a question though. Maybe you can help me out with this Canelo contract with Showtime or with whatever it is over with Al Heyman.
Mm-hmm.
The 3-fight deal. First one we all know is Jamal. Now, Jamel.
Mm-hmm.
The question that I have is I haven't really had any follow up on what 2 fights are supposed to be thereafter. Has there been any talk? Does Rick know anybody? Have you heard anything through your sources of who the other 2 fights are supposed to be?
Oh, that's a great question. I have no idea, fam. Like, that's a great question because we know the first one was supposed to be Jamal Charlo, but then Jamal pulled out, of course, so now it's Jamel taking this place. But it's like it's a big hush. Like, we don't know who the next 2 fighters are going to be. Could it be Benavidez? They seem to think that they're not going to get that fight, even though Canelo is over there with the PBC now. Jamal Charlo is saying that he's going to fight Canelo next. I've heard Stephen Espinosa say that Jamal Charlo is a part of that 3-fight deal. So I don't nobody know. There's nothing. Hold on. Somebody audio sounding scratchy. Hold on, don't nobody know. Hold on. My audio sounding crazy. Go ahead, can you hear me?
Sounds good on my end. Keep coming through on my end. Maybe that's what it is. We got a call, but I'll call him back in a minute. And, see, I was just curious due to the fact that, like I said, we're supposed to be the two Charlo brothers, and there's a big debate going on whether they think it's going to be Bud or if it's going to be the winner, Bud, which is not Bud, or if it's going to be Benavidez, or is Benavidez part of the picture at all. And any clarification, if you find out anything, I listen to your show all the time, so I look forward to hearing an answer. If you can find something, I appreciate it.
Okay, all right, thank you. Thank you for calling the show, sir. Hold on, guys. Let me see what's up, man. Let me hold on, guys. Let me see what's up. Let me take this thing out. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to make sure everything getting right. I put it on Wi-Fi now. Put it on Wi-Fi. Guys, I'm trying to make sure everything getting right. All right, you know what I'm about to do? Let me turn my camera off. I gotta turn my camera off, man. All right, you know what I'm about to do? Let me turn my camera off. I gotta turn my camera off, man. I just turned the camera off. Guys. So let's rock out like this for a minute. That's another workaround I use also as well. I don't, man. My shit tripping, man. I just turned the camera off, guys. So let's rock out like this for a minute, and let's see what's up. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Jamie from New York.
Talk to me.
Hey, Coach, I got a question for you, man, real quick. I've been thinking about this for a couple of days, and I wanted to run it by you. Maybe you could do a poll, if you like. But, Coach, and I don't mean to shit on Bud. I'm not. Okay? But Bud, for me, when Bud fought Spence, you know, to me, he's already a Hall of Famer. And I feel that if Charlo beat Canelo, that will take him straight to the Hall of Fame. So my question to you is, if Charlo beats Canelo, is that a bigger win than Bud against Spence? What do you think about that, Coach?
For me, I think it would be because of Canelo was the cash cow, the sport of boxing. I think he's the highest paid fighter, at least over here in North America. Canelo does get a lot of the, the praise and stuff like that. I think Canelo is looked upon as a better fighter than the Errol Spence. So, I would say yeah. I think that I also think what it is too is I think Errol Spence would be looked upon as no, I can't even say that. Because I was going to compare him to a Canelo in a sense, but I can't even compare him to Canelo in a sense. So I was going to say maybe he's the black version of a Canelo, but he doesn't. But I would say maybe more so Tank would be that. But I don't know. I would say yeah. If Jamel Charlo can beat Canelo Alvarez, and Canelo Alvarez, all the accolades and the praise and stuff that he did, and I would say yeah. That'd be absolutely.
Yeah. And Coach, another thing, Coach, we can't forget he's moving up 2 weight classes, which is to me is harder to do. But but yeah, man. But that's all I got, Coach. Thank you for answering my question, man. Keep doing your thing, brother.
All right, shout out to Jamie, man,
Later.
New York. Hey, shout out to Dr. Paul Evans, man. I'm trying to make sure everything Gucci, guys. My camera be tripping. I'm trying to make sure everything Gucci, guys. I don't want to turn the camera back on because I'm trying to see if the sound. Guys, let me know if I'm crackling or not. If I'm crackling again, then it is what it is, man. I don't know what to do, dog. I don't know what to do. Nah, but it's something going on, man. I think what I think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna buy me a new fucking camera. I'm gonna just buy I'm gonna just buy in. You know what I'm gonna do? I may just have to buy a whole new, an entirely new camera. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna buy a new camera. Fuck it. I'm gonna buy a new camera. Cause I don't like talking behind the avatar. I like to show my face. You get what I'm saying? You know, makes the show a whole lot better. You get what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna lie, man. That's a damn mystery between who is the 3 fighters that Canelo is going to fight. I have no idea. And then again, this Frank Martin situation. Rick Glazer said that you know, according to Rick, and you know, and they do post these guys as purses, you know, what they're going to fight, like what their guarantees are going to be. You know, again, we know like the boxing is top heavy. So as I said before, we're going to have the Deontay Wilders, the Tyson Furies, the Anthony Joshuas. And this is no order, right? This is no order. The Terrence Crawfords, the Errol Spences, the Tank Davises, the Ryan Garcias, the Inoue Monsters, the Charlos, both of those. Cooper still got his highest payday from Inoue Monsters. So I throw Cooper in there. Fuck it. I mean, just for the hell of it. Shit. Who else, guys? Okay, Shakur Stevenson, the Devin Haney. The Shakur, the Haney. Shit, yo. You guys gotta give me somebody else. Maybe Regis. Maybe Regis. I don't know. Let's see, my audio tripping again? Hold on. My audio gone? All right, audio. Okay, audio good. Guys, let me know if you guys can hear my audio now. All right, audio. Okay, audio good. Guys, let me know if you guys can hear my audio. They can hear it now. They can hear it now. All right. Sorry about that, guy. Man, Man, let me tell you something, man. Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I swear to God, bro. I'm kind of a conspiracy theorist to a degree. I swear to God, bro. I think there's a conspiracy against me, bro. I think the white, I'm just gonna blame the white man. I think the man is doing something to try to stop us from growing, to try to stop us from shining. This ain't making no sense. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? It's inevitable. D-Block, D-Town, D-City, D-Ville, Baltimore. Fact!
D-Block, talk to me.
Man, Rick had nothing but good points today, Coach. That was a good show, man. Good show.
Tell my Rick, what were some of the good points you like?
Now, I mean, I like it because we already know he hate PBC with the ruthlessness of Al Heyman. You already know that, Coach.
Yeah,
and he come nothing but fact.
Yeah,
me and him are twin doubles. I'm gonna tell you something, man. It was a time machine. I wish I go back and know Rick when he was young too, Coach. I tell him all the facts. You know what I mean? We just definitely make sure we find Al Heyman, put him in the knee lock, put his ass down, and say you ain't ever gonna take control of boxing. Get that motherfucker out of boxing.
Man,
that's okay.
Let me tell you something, D-Block, man. I think you, Rick Timms. I'm not you and Rick Timms. You, Rick Glazer. Some more guys I can think of. You guys will make a strong hate group. Like when it come to being a player hater, you and but Rick Glazer don't like.
You already know, Coach.
At least he met him.
You already know.
And you are a diehard Baltimore Tank Davis hater. That's why I told you need to get that tattoo covered on your hand. And but you got to get it covered, D-Block. That's all I'm saying, fam. You can't be hating on the guy when you wake up every morning and his name is on your hand. You can't be doing that. You got to get it covered.
That's all right, Coach. When I wake up with my Folgers coffee, man, I'll be looking outside saying, how am I going to hate on this fool today, man? And I come nothing but with facts. You already know that, Coach. We don't play around, man. You know what's up with Baltimore? They're always parading them, man. Like he got a plan, but he ain't got no plan because at the end of the day, he'll end up in the tank in a couple of years anyway. So you already know where he coming from. He ain't coming for nothing, Coach. Coach Ford, look, I'm going to tell you how the blasphemy and the lie that they be talking, Coach.
Uh-huh.
I remember when they signed and sealed that Deliver Ryan Garcia fight.
Right.
Calvin Ford said, now we're going after everybody. We're going after Haney, Shakur Stevenson, all the people that have been talking all that noise and talking all that shit. But guess what, Coach? We haven't heard shit again. We haven't heard nothing. Because they were fake, Coach. They lied. That's all they are, man. They were like open their mouth, said that they sent a contract out for Shakur, sent a contract out for Haney, and they never did nothing, Coach. And that's facts, Coach. They never made it happen. I mean, I remember they remember that, Coach. They flipped the coin, so it was going to be Shakur Stevenson or Haney, Coach. They flipped the coin, and they said, and they remember that, Coach. And then it went to Shakur. So they said, okay, Shakur, we're going to call you out. You're going to fight Tank Davis next. And guess what? Just like Martin, Coach. Just like PBC. Just like they are. Just like they saw what happened to Spence. Just like they seen what Canelo did to Plant. The PBC. That's why I love Rick. Because he comes with nothing but facts. I'm talking about PBC fighters. When you leave outside your house, your asses get whooped 90% of the time, Coach. And they know. Look what happened to Fulton. I respect Fulton.
Yeah.
So I already knew what was going to happen.
Yeah, Fulton made that fight happen.
Go ahead, Coach.
Fulton made that fight happen, D-Block, because he went against what was advised to him. Remember, Fulton was supposed to fight Brandon Figueroa again at a higher weight division. But Fulton
that rematch,
said, in the rematch at a higher weight division, he's going to drop his belts. But Fulton said, no, I'm going to stay here, and I'm going to fight. I'm going to go to Japan to fight a new way the monster. So he was the first guy that went against, and again, I want to explain this, D-Block. Al Heyman is supposed to be an advisor. There shouldn't be no such thing as, now, of course, I'm being facetious because it's a way to get around the Muhammad Ali Act. But if you are an advisor, that means you work for me. I don't work for you. So you can suggest to stay away from this fighter or that fighter, but if the math is making sense to me, I reserve the right to say, okay, I understand your suggestion, but I'm gonna go this route because this is more money and this and that, yada 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 yada. So that's how it's supposed to be. But I'm hearing it's a little something different. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, if he really is your advisor, the fighter still has the right to make his own decisions and make his own fights if that is the case. So, but go ahead, D-Block.
And let me finish up because you already know what's up, Coach. Like that's what I'm saying, man. If Tank Davis is his own face of boxing, if he makes his own move like they say he is now, right? And we already know that's false, Coach, because we knew what Ellaby was there that night. He was there because he's with Floyd Mayweather. Even if they say they're not with, they need him because they can't make moves. They can't make major moves. Tank Davis can't do nothing on himself, Coach. We already seen that. So what I'm trying to say is, like you telling me right now, if Fulton can ask for that fight for Nui, if Errol Spence can get that Crawford fight, why can't Tank Davis, the main man, the main cheese, the main head of boxing for PBC, you know, of course, you know, I'm facetious. You know, I'm lying about that. Can't make that major move. So whenever you get a chance, put that when he was talking to them homies from Philly and tell him on that video, Coach, you mean you've never sat down and asked for those fights? No, I never have.
Talking about the $1 Million Game podcast, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm gonna let it go like this. So Baltimore, flamboyant, talk all that noise. Y'all talk about your man. He ain't nothing but a cream puff, Coach. Stilettos, big ass jacket. You already know how lip gloss on his lip, moving around, prancing. So that's your man? That's the guy y'all gonna make a statue for? Man, get out of here. D-Block, D-Cal, G3, D-Bill, Baltimore, stand up.
Shout out D-Block, man. D-Block, boy. Let me tell you something, man. D-Block, boy. D-Block. You know what? D-Block, boy. You know what, man? D-Block need to be on the player haters ball. Say, D-Block, this is what we gonna do, baby boy. Y'all know I rock with D-Block. D-Block, we gonna put you on the player haters ball. D-Block, D-Block, one of them dudes be sitting there. Yeah, you know what, Coach? What's up, Coach? It's the inevitable. D-Block, D-Town, D-City, D-Ville, Baltimore, stand up. Facts. You know what, Coach? I don't like the fact that Tank Davis is riding around in the Lamborghini with suicide doors, Coach. I don't like the fact that he's light-skinned and he has diamonds in his pearly white porcelain teeth, his fake teeth, and he has all these tenderonis and honey dips want to talk to him, Coach. Do they know, Coach, that he's nobody? Do they know he's nobody? Do they know he's a woman beater? Do they know he been to jail, Coach? You know, what type of man did you... like literally, listen, I can see D-Block, I can see my dog D-Block in the club right now. There's a tenderoni, there's a honey dip that want to holler at Tank. She like, ooh, I'm finna go over there and talk to Tank. You know, what you want to talk to him for? What do you mean? You know, don't you know he was stilettos and he was prancing around in jail, letting men toss his salad? What is toss his salad? You don't know what that is? Look, you know, I know you want to live the high life. I know you want to go away with Tank, the little man that's riding around in the Lamborghini. Do you know his license is suspended? Do you know that he's on probation? Like D-Block seems like he one of them type dudes. True. Hey, D-Block. Hey, D-Block look like he be... Hey, D-Block. Shout out to D-Block, man. Let's get D-Block a round of applause. D-Block, hey. You know, why you want to... Hey, man, hey, shout out to my sister Summer in November. Why you want to give him some? What is it about him that you want to give him some? You know what I mean? You better not let him get it neither. You better not let him get none. Hey, shout out to dog on Pound for Pound King. I'm like, bro, hey, shout out to my sister Elena. I'm like, wait, the T-Block, man, like, you know, god damn, people, okay. And then, you know, what makes it so crazy is I said before, you know what we're going to do? Hey, let's send D-Block. Hey, you know what we got to do, guys? Let's send D-Block some money so he can get that tattoo covered up. Do anybody want to send D-Block some money so we can get the tattoo covered up? Anybody? Let's send some money to D-Block and see can he get Tank Davis's name covered off his hand. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
It's David, man.
Oh, David. What's going on, man? Hey, what's going on, man?
Hey, Coach, what I want to know is, can we get some of that, whatever dust that Al sprinkles on his fighters? I need some of that dust, because that man, I mean, you just don't, I'm only going to go back to Wilder. Wilder turned down $125 million. Like, what the fuck? They said my man Frank Martin's highest payday was $75,000, and he's supposed to make over $1 million. What does he do to him to make him say, you know what, you right, Al, I ain't gonna take that fight? Like, what does he do?
Hey, but not only that, Damien, but
he control all the money.
Not only that, but they thank him. They thank him.
So do you really think that Broner is the only one that he dispersed money out to? I don't believe that. I believe he dispersed all of that money out. So he got that money sitting in his account, collecting interest on it, and give that money where he want to give it to him.
Listen, you got fighters like Tank getting his bread, Tank getting his money. It's a couple of fighters they getting their money, but outside of them couple of fighters, you know, niggas on allowances.
So I called in to tell D-Block to get it right. It wasn't Calvin that said that. Calvin is pushing for the Eastside fight.
Yeah.
Tank the one that he was coming to get everybody.
Yeah.
So I've been giving him a pass since he got out of jail, but his time running out.
Yeah.
His time running out. I've been giving him a pass. I said, hey, he's locked up. Give him a little time to figure out what's going to happen. But I don't think he's going to fight again this year, because if Bud and EJ fighting again in December, then where the money?
Now, you know what though, Tank, you know, I was looking forward to Tank fighting again this year, because this will be 3 times. This will be the first time he's fought it 3 times. This will be his third fight this year. Yeah.
My second point is, again, about him fighting this year. Mm-hmm. Like, okay, who can he fight and get a big payday? He can't fight any. So it's like, once you taste that whatever they made, whatever him and Ryan Garcia made, you ain't going back to 1.5.
No.
You ain't going back to 1.5. So who can he fight? Even if he fights Shakur or Haney, he's not gonna get he not gonna get it. I don't know what he can do.
You know what, Damon? I'm wondering who Frank Martin is going to fight next. You know, and I did hear that maybe Tank Davis is lined up for him, but I don't. I mean, hell, do you want to see him get destroyed fighting Tank Davis? Because Tank Davis is gonna kill Frank Martin. I damn near guarantee you that.
Man, listen, man. I don't know what's going on with the PBC. I don't like their business model at all. And I think, I think one of the major reasons that time off, man, you can't go into those fights fighting a killer. You've been out for 18 months, and then you're gonna go fight a killer that's been shot. He already shot, and he a killer. Come on, man.
Yeah.
You fighting, you swimming upstream already.
Yeah, pretty much.
So even if we like Charlo and we say, you know what, Charlo, he might have a chance with Canelo. Canelo been fought 4 times in the last 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, this is going to be his 4th fight when he fights Jermell Charlo versus. No, but you know what though? I did see some of the All Access. Jermell Charlo looked like, man, he really gonna be down to try to take Canelo down. Like he really gonna try to take his whole head off.
But I believe that I believe his intentions. I believe one that Al told them that. I definitely believe Al told them that y'all be nice to Canelo. I believe that for one, and for 2, I think he gonna come in with intentions of trying to take him out. But I mean, it might take him 5-6 rounds to get get back acclimated. By that time, Canelo might already did him in, because Canelo coming in for the kill, because his tank be running out.
Man, let me tell you something, man. Man. I'm just being honest with you, man. It's kind of hard for me to, and I like Jermell Charlo, but it's hard for me to see him beating Canelo, man. A 16-month layoff, quote unquote, had a hand injury, which I don't believe he had a hand injury at all. It's hard for me to see him beating him. And then now they're saying that Canelo is training in higher altitudes now.
Right.
So he's taking this very seriously, because Damien, listen, Jermell Charlo has an opportunity to make history. He can be the second fighter in the 4-belt era to become 2-division undisputed. The first fighter to do it is Terrence Crawford. So if he can beat, and that's why I say if he beats Canelo, that's bigger than what Crawford did beating Spence, because Canelo is huge. His name is way bigger than Errol Spence. And Jermell Charlo, don't nobody really know him like that. He don't really have a whole lot of fans, to be honest with you, like that. So he's popular in the PBC, but he beat Canelo.
And one more point, I think that Al, if we go on with your theory or everybody's theory, Al told them to stay away from Terrence. So that's why every time they ask him something about Bud, they like, man, shit. Alan told me not to talk about this.
Yeah.
So I was like, look, we ain't been over that street. We ain't going over there no more. Let's you know. But I don't know, man. I just like to pick with D-Block because he is ridiculous. He getting rich, and we need to cap his calls at 3 minutes, man, because he's ridiculous, man.
All right, so I'm gonna take that in consideration. So my brother for B-Boy Damien said we need to cap D-Block calls at 3 minutes, 3 minute cap, and D-Block he can't call no more than one time. One time D-Block, that's it. One time.
He got to start paying to call back or something, man. Jesus Christ.
All right, well shout out to Damien, man. B-Boy stand up. Salute, brother.
Have a good one.
Hey, so a 3 minute cap for D-Block. 3 minute cap for D-Block. And hold on, guys. So we got a 3 minute cap for D-Block, and he can only call what is a 1 call maximum? Is it a 1 call maximum? Hey, L. Harvey say put restrictions, coach. Hey, y'all roll. Y'all be doing my dog D-Block wrong, man. I know he's a hater, but at least he admit he's a hater. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. D-Block remind me of a partner that I had. He didn't used to be around me. But it's somebody that I know. And this dude used to always hate. Like, he used to hate on, as a matter of fact, I didn't even like this guy. It's one of my best friend's brothers. I ain't gonna say his name. One of my best friend's brothers, but he just a hateful type guy. Like, he's the type of dude, if you come around with a bad looking female, a good looking woman, he the type of dude that be mean mugging you. And then when you walk up to him, yeah, what's up, man? His whole energy feel off. Yeah, what's up with you? What's happening with you? Like, he the type of dude that'll try to talk to your girl behind your back. He gonna hate on you because you got a good looking girl. And then he gonna try to talk to your girl behind your back. True. I'm dead serious, bro. Like, I don't, to this day, I don't like this dude. You know, I'm not gonna say his name, but it's the guy who saved my life. And I got shot twice, and one in the neck and one in the back. And that's my partner. That's my OG. The dude I looked up to coming up in the game. He 8 years older than me, but he has a brother. And his brother, I ain't gonna say the brother's name, but his brother is an old hateful, spiteful type dude. Nigga be mad, you pull up with a tenderoni. Now he can have 5 tenderonis with him, but he don't want to see you have that one. He the type of dude that he get mad if he see you riding around in a nice car. If he see you riding around in a nice car, he one of them type dudes, he get mad if he see that. Shout out to Swift 718. He said it was the same night. Yeah, I read that one before, Swift. Shout out to OP Gamer for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy. Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy. What to say, OP? You say, Coach, if hating Tank was cool, he'd be loving that tattoo. I mean, I'm starting to think, man, D-Block might, I mean, I know he be, hating, but I'm like, damn, D-Block, you should have got that tattoo covered. But this the type of dude this is, though. You come around and when D-Block be calling hating, I know D-Block be kicking the bobo and stuff, but he call it hating. He just reminded me of that dude. Yeah, dog, like, he the type of dude, this is true. He the type of dude, let's say y'all go on a date, right? He got his girl with him. You got your girl with you. And let's say the ladies will go off somewhere. He the type of dude, yeah, man, I don't think she the one for you, bro. Like, bro, you don't need to be messing with her. She ain't even your style. She ain't even your speed. You can't even trust her. You get what I'm saying? He one of them type of dudes. You can't even trust her. I wouldn't even talk to her if I was you. And all the while, he plotting and scheming. He trying to holler out on the low. True. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Coach, I'm gonna let you go with this one. D-Block.
D-Block.
You know what I hate, Coach. You know what I hate. I hate that my hate gets to a certain point where people are like, we need to keep them on 3 minutes. We need to keep that hate box down. We need to let D-Block is hating too much. Well, guess what, world? Wake up, because it's true. Tank Davis is a fraud, fake, a fiend. He'll never be a real champion. He'll never hold that WBC green belt. Just like Benavidez. Ecuadorian, Guatemalian, Arizona's finest. Don't even know where he's from, adopted son. I mean, let's be real with this, people.
The Mexican monster.
The hate is real.
He's the Mexican monster.
Man, he ain't even Mexican. Be honest with that, man. Homie Salvadorian, Ecuadorian. Shit, homie don't even know where he's from, coach. Let's keep it real. He don't even know where he is. And that's fact. I mean, what is he, coach? And what is Tank Davis? A bomb? A never been before? I mean, you already know where he's coming from, coach. He come from the tank. Never done nothing in boxing.
D-Block,
go ahead, coach.
Let me ask you this. How do you
got
feel?
2 minutes.
Okay, How do you feel if Devin Haney has already been stripped of the WBC title? So we know that WBC and Devin Haney is going to Shakur Stevenson is going to fight whoever agrees to fight him for that WBC vacant title. There's a good chance that Devin Haney, if he don't come back down, he can be stripped of his WBA super title, IBF and WBO as well. If he's stripped of the WBA super title, how do you feel that Tank Davis being in possession of the Reggie belt, he will automatically be elevated to the super champ title? Do you in your eyes, in your hateful eyes, would that be looked upon as Tank Davis being an email champ because he didn't fight for that belt?
Let me tell you something about that, man. I got a minute and a half left. I'm going to tell you something about that, man. I'm going to tell you something about that right now, coach. The same way they went after my guy, Haney. The same way they went after him every damn second. Talking about email champ. Same way even Tank Davis kept on opening his mouth. Big ass mouth. Chewing his gum. Talking about, he had email champ. Well, guess what, email champ, wannabe? You ain't never going to be a real champ. Because now that you're a hypocrite. Because now you'll get to be elevated super champion. You'll be the hypocrite. Mr. I don't want to fight Shakur Stevenson. Mr. I don't want to know who's better, Devin Haney or Shakur. I fought both of them. He don't want to admit which one is better. You know why? Because at the end of the day, he can say whatever he wants. These guys are younger than him, and they got more pedigree than him, and they got more championships than him. And guess what he is? In 2 years, 3 years from now, ain't nobody going to know who the fuck he is anymore, coach. I'm telling you the truth right now, coach. The hate is real, 24/7. And I go with it. Fast! D-Block, D-Town, D-City, D-Ville, Baltimore, stand up.
Shout out to D-Block, man. D-Block, man. Salute, fam. That's a good question right there. Let me ask you guys this question. If you're Tank Davis, let's go down the rabbit hole for a minute. Because Devin Haney is going to be stripped of those belts eventually. Eventually he's going to be stripped of those belts. By Tank Davis being the WBA Reggie belt champion, would you guys, if you're Tank Davis, would you accept being elevated to the super? Or do you reject it for fear of being called an email champion, which is the same name that he gave Devin Haney when he said Devin Haney didn't fight for the belt? He got elevated. So if you're Tank Davis, what do? You got to reject it. You can't accept the fact. You can't accept being elevated. Hey Rick, you get what I'm saying, Rick? Hey, shout out to New Country. New Country, what's going on, fam? Salute the country, man. But y'all get what I'm saying? You can't accept that. Because you get what I'm saying? You can't accept that. You can't accept that at all. You know what I mean? So I'm just checking the sound, make sure we sound good. You can't accept that. You can't accept that at all. Especially if you say that Devin Haney was an email champ. If you take being elevated to the super, that will make you an email champ. He can't do that. I mean, if it's me, I wouldn't do it because guess what? Because you're going to have somebody like me that's going to throw it right back in his face. Like, nah, dog, the hypocrisy. Now, this is the crazy part about it. Now, you will probably have some Tank Davis supporters or flip the script. Well, it's different. It's different. You know what I mean? But the reality is, if you criticize one fighter for being elevated, you have to, you have to. This is my attorney. This is my attorney. I'm gonna have to call her back. I'll call her back. Shout out to Crosby. Hey, okay. For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy. Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy. What to say, fam? You said, what up, coach? He said, I like listening to D-Block. Want to start D-Block for 3 minutes and 10 seconds moving. He said, start selling them. said the D block for 3 minutes and 10 seconds movement. He said want to start selling merch. Man, come on, man. Hey, listen, man, y'all gotta stall my dog D block out.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Hey, shout out to Demetrius, man. Hey, shout out to man Rick Timms in the building. Shout out to my sister Elena. Shout out to Dr. T, DMV. Shout out to Damien in the building. D Block. Shout out to Money Mike in the building. Weedy, salute to you, fam. Mad Dog H, Jason Phillips, Nathaniel Johnson, salute. Shout out to OP Gamer. Salute to Crosby 1986. Salute to you, fam. My sister Lisa Bells. Shout out to the Duchess of Wisdom. Shout out to Summer in November. My sister Green Eyes P. Dr. Paul Evans in the building. L. Harvey. Swat Jones. Knockdown 305. You know, Swift 718. Just shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. But you get what I'm saying though? Like shout out to the boxing scientist too. Corey Bradley, salute. If you tank, you can't accept that. You can't accept that. You can't. You know what I mean? Nah, you get like you can't accept that. Shout out to Cooking with Sir Senior, man. Salute, man. Sir Senior, what's going on, brother? You can't accept that because I don't know the rules, the WBA rules, but if Devin Haney is going to get stripped, do you make the WBA regular champion fight for the title? What you say, fam? You say, Coach, you going live for the Zepeda versus Gesta? When is that fight? Hold on, let me look it up. Zepeda versus Gesta. Let me look that up. Hold on. Yeah. We gonna go live for that. Yeah, we going live, fam. Yes, sir. There's a fight also. Hold on, guys. There's a fight also on super bantamweight. Rafael Pedrosa versus Ramon Cardenas. Rafael Pedrosa versus Ramon Cardenas. Right? So they fight. It's a super bantamweight fight, and it's going down on Showtime. So you know what? I guess this answers Rick questions. There's a super bantamweight fight going down. Let me see, can I show it to you guys? Hold on, guys. See, can I show it to you guys? Right here, right? Let's go to the schedule. Let's go to the schedule. Right here, guys. This is it right here. Rafael Pedrosa versus Ramon Cardenas. So that's going to be, that's Friday. Saturday, William Zepeda versus Mercito Gesta. So, yeah, we're going to go live for that fight. We definitely going live for that fight. And then we got a fight in Japan on Monday, September the 18th. You get what I'm saying? So, we more than likely, we're going to be going live every weekend. We're going to be going live every weekend. This weekend, next weekend, and then, of course, the Canelo Jamel Charlo fight. Buying the pay-per-view is $85 now. The pay-per-view $85. But you know, I'm gonna buy the pay-per-view. The pay-per-view is $85. I'm gonna buy it. So we're gonna see what's up. We're gonna see what's up. You get what I'm saying? I mean, we might as well. We just go live this weekend, next weekend, and then all the way up to the 30th to see the Canelo Jamel Charlo fight. I think they're having a the pay-per-view is $84.90. Yeah, matter of fact, it's $84.99. I don't know if you guys know that, but the pay-per-view is $84.99. Yeah. $85. Oh, check this out. L. Harvey, what you say? Which coach was live to see Israel get beat down this past Saturday? Hey, man, check this out, man. We gotta switch gears a little bit. What's up with all these brothers getting beat by the Europeans? True. Hey, man, look here, man, look here. And again, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but my brother, Dr. Umar Johnson and Tariq Nasheed, something got to give. It seemed like, boy, lately, a lot of these, you know, a lot of these doggone European fighters, what they like to call in boxing Euro bombs, they been putting hands and foots on the brothers. True. That boy, they been beating up. Boy, every time, listen, let me tell you something, man. Bro, like, boy, listen, I don't know. We got to get some more vibranium. I don't know. We got to go talk to Dr. Umar. I don't know. We got to take Dr. Umar, Tariq Nasheed, Professor Black Truth, Sarah, the General, Sarah Sutin Seti, Shakur Stevenson, the Armin Ra squad, I don't know. We gotta unite all of the pro-black internet, all of the YouTube revolutionaries. I don't know. We gotta come together and talk to their ancestors in Shango shape. I don't know what it is, boy, but these doggone white fighters been beating the brakes off of us.
Peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism. We are at war. It just has not been declared because it is covert. We are at war. It has just not been declared because it is covert. We are at war. It has just not been declared because it is covert.
We are at war. What we're going to have to do, we got to come together and collectivize, come together as a people. Man, these white folks been putting hands and foots on us, breaking toenails off, ankles off. I'm like, man, come on, man. Bro, this don't make no sense. Listen, I didn't think that dude was going to lose last week. The way they beat, you get what I'm saying? Like, man, these white fighters been beating the brakes. Listen, we saw what happened with Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. I'm like, man, god damn, bro, that was a shock. Like, god damn, he don't beat Zamunda. So now Zamunda don't got knocked out. Did it in the UFC, and I tell these dudes, I say, bro, y'all gotta stop with this because a person white that they can't fight. They got to stop with this skin color stuff. You see what Caleb Plant did to Anthony Durrell. Caleb Plant, Anthony Durrell is still knocked out right now. True. You saw what Caleb Plant did to Anthony Durrell. Caleb Plant put Anthony Durrell asleep, and then he slapped the taste out of Jamal Charlo's mouth. True. Motherfucker, Anthony Durrell. Caleb Plant. Listen, Caleb Plant, what he 2-0? Caleb Plant 2-0. Caleb Plant 2-0 against niggas, man. Caleb Plant whooping niggas left and right, man. Caleb Plant whooping niggas left and right. He slapping niggas, knocking niggas out in the ring, and check this out. Not only that, let me tell you what else Caleb Plant did. I got the receipt right here. Y'all know I got the receipt. Caleb Plant says that he's calling out. Hold on, where is that? I got it right here, bro. I got it. I'm dead ass serious, bro. I'm dead ass serious. Hold on, let me open this up. Where's Caleb Plant at? Caleb Plant. Bro, Caleb Plant said that he's looking to set up a fight between him and Jamal Charlo. And he said, after I beat the brakes off of him, I want to go back and rematch David Benavidez. And after I beat him, I want to fight Canelo in a rematch. True. Where's that? I had it up Sunday. I had it up yesterday. No, I had it up Friday. Nigga, Caleb Plant whooping niggas. Man, listen, man. That's what we need to do. That's what we need. Listen, they send back the revolutionaries. What we need to do as revolutionaries, the revolutionaries got to come together, dog. Y'all listen. I know y'all adopted Caleb Plant as being a black fighter. I know the Alphabet Boys did that. But let's be straight up. The white boy whooping niggas' ass. He knocked out Anthony Durrell, slapped the taste out of Jamal Charlo's mouth, and he called it out Jamal Charlo, say he want all the smoke. So, and he want his get back with Benavidez and doggone and Canelo. Now listen, man, doggone Caleb Plant ain't nothing to be playing with. True. Yeah. True. Yeah, bro, I'm trying to tell you, bro. Listen, Caleb Plant, boy, hey, he 2-0. He 2-0 against the brothers. I can tell you that right now. Is there a black man that can beat Caleb Plant? What you say? Shout out to Food Revolution. You say, and then he wants to rematch with Benavidez. Canelo. He can't beat the Mexicans. But he got y'all. Hey, Food Revolution say, hey, boy, she a savage, boy. Food Revolution is a savage. Bro, she ain't got no chill, bro. She don't. And listen, again, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. And I'm not snitching. I don't want nobody thinking I'm snitching. I'm not snitching, I promise you. But she is the one, she is the main reason. She is the main reason. Food Revolution, I ain't snitching now. You know, I'm telling. I'm not snitching, I'm telling. Food Revolution, Bless, Nick Rich, I think she was here. Who else was here? Jackie Hernandez. pretty much all of the sisters that was here, Lisa was here, but Lisa was on her best behavior. Lisa was on her best behavior. They are the main reasons why Doug don't want to come over here. True. The man say, hey, what it say, Trick Noty? He say, nah, plant 3-0. He knocked out Darrell, slapped 3 years off of Charlo's life, and he got a sister. Oh, okay. I'm just saying, they shout out to Trick Noty. They had no red dog on Doug off the block. I had no hit Doug up. I said, let me hit Doug up, man. Let me hit him up right quick so I can get Doug back on the show, man. I hit Doug up. Doug didn't even, I think I called, right? I think I called. No, I sent him a text message. I didn't call him. I sent him a text message. And he replied back. He say, hey, Coach, how you doing, man? He say, look, man, I'm going to just be honest with you. He said, I don't think that I don't want to come back on your show. I don't think that your audience appreciates and values my expertise. So I'm just going to, there's nothing against you, but I have no plans of ever coming back on your show again, but I wish you the best of luck. That's exactly what he said, bro. True. Yeah, hey, that's exactly what he said. Hey, that's the first guest that ever got ran. That's the first guest that ever. And listen, I was very respectful to Doug. That's the first guest that ever got ran off the show. Like you guys ran off the show. He went back and looked at the chat. He went back and looked at the chat, and he saw all the women. He went back and looked at the chat. He mad at me. I'm like, dude, I ain't had nothing to do with that. I'm like, if the tenderonis and the honey dips don't value your information, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Why punish me? I'm just saying, like, why I got to be punished? Hey, why I got to be punished? I'm just saying though, why punish me? You get what I'm saying? What did I do? You get what I'm saying? Hey, Ron say Doug acting soft. Hey, Ron say, man, Doug acting soft, man. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Okay, shout out to Lisa Bell. She said he has so much knowledge. I love listening and learning. Shout out to my sister, Lisa Bell. See, Lisa was the only woman in the chat that was acting right. True. Y'all just being disrespectful, man. Y'all being disrespectful. And again, I'm not snitching. I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. I'm not trying to throw nobody under the bus. I ain't trying to say no names. Bless 365. I'll never do that. Food revolution. I ain't say no names. I heard that. I ain't gonna say no names, but I'm just saying, man, I don't even want to come back over here. I can't get him back over here. I say, God, I can't get Doug back over here, man. Damn, boy, like that. They don't team up on Doug, the 4-vote tribe. Man, this motherfucker over here with this old boring ass shit. Nigga, filibustering questions. Like, but I know what it was though. I know what it was. Cause when I asked Doug a question, Doug are kind of like filibuster. He's very winded. So Doug gives long answers, and a lot of times, like when you talk, it's your tonality. Your tonality tells the story a lot of times, and that's just what it was. Doug just, because everybody, they love Steve Kill, they love Rick Glazer, even though they hate him, but they love Rick Glazer. Like everybody I brought on, you love Anthony Peterson, my main man Slick, Johnny Rice, 6-figure Johnny. You get what I'm saying? I'm like, man, but the sisters, sorry, that got my nose running. Well, that dog, listen, boy, listen. If I see Food Revolution and Bless in a chat together, if I see Food Revolution, Bless, and Nick Rich in a chat together, it's gonna be trouble. It's gonna be trouble. Now walk it off.
Who is DJ Quick?
No, I ain't say
Kid Capri?
I didn't say that.
Oh, you must be Jimmy Walker. Blue, you ain't nothing. You don't deserve nothing. You don't get nothing. You get what I give you. I got a contract between me and you that say you do what I tell you to do. Therefore, shut the fuck. Don't say nothing. Don't speak to me. Don't look at me.
I just want money. I just said.
Blue, if I raise up, gonna be trouble. I'm walking off.
Hey, I got shout out to Rod. So we need Johnny back. Let me send 6-figure Johnny a message right now. We got to get 6-figure Johnny back on the show because I need to find out what's going on with 6-figure Johnny. Hold on, let me hit him up right quick, guys. And again, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. You know I never do that. You see Johnny Rice. See, can I get 6-figure Johnny back on the show, man? Oh, there you go, right. There go my dog. There go my dog. 6-figure Johnny. I'm going to send him a message. Let me send him a message. I don't know if he's still worth 6 figures. You know, let me tell you something, boy. Johnny Rice gonna always be all right with me, bro. He gonna always be all right with me. Like I'm gonna keep him. I'm gonna keep him in the Boxing Hall of Fame. Cause boy, he said the most infamous line.
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and saying Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me?
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. Them names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Boy, that's my dog there, boy. I gotta get, boy, Johnny, boy, listen. Johnny say, he say, first of all, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and think, hey, man, I can quit my job now, baby. Yeah, 6 figures. You feel me? I'm like, man, Johnny Rice, man, Johnny boy. Hey. You know, all jokes aside, I think he got a job back again, though. I think Johnny Rice back working. I hope not, but I think he back working again. So, you know, I don't know, man. Them 6 figures, you know, then you got to pay your team. You know, you got to pay your team. You got cost of living. Then, you know, Johnny Rice got a wife as well. So, you know, we'll see, man. I got it. As a matter of fact, hold on. I'm hitting him up right now. 6-figure Johnny. Hold on, I'm hitting him up right now. I got to try to get my dog back on here. I miss Johnny Rice. I ain't gonna lie, I miss Johnny, man. I like Johnny. 6-figure Johnny. What's good, fam? Hold on, guys. Let him know I wanted to get him back on the show. Hold on, guys. I'm texting him right now. Hold on, guys. Do we have any availability? There you go. I just sent him a text. I gotta get my dog back on here, man. Y'all know I like 6-figure Johnny. That's my dog. I fuss with Johnny. Like Johnny one of my favorite people. Like, you know what I mean? Like fighters. Yeah, he may not be an elite fighter, but I like Johnny Rice. Johnny Rice is a down to earth brother. I like him. I like Johnny Rice a lot. I'll shout out to Crosby. Hey, okay. For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy. Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy. Hey, Crosby say, Coach, here's the PSA. He said every time a black fighter loses to a white fighter, he needs to be stripped of his black card. Repeat 3 times like Dr. Umar Johnson. Man, look here, man. Bruh, you know what? Every time I see a black fighter lose to a white fighter, I immediately think about when Dr. Umar, the shock and awe that he had. You guys remember when Deontay Wilder got knocked out by Tyson Fury? And I think BDA had made a video of it, right? The video is hilarious. And they had this lady on there, and she was like, See, I knew Deontay was going to lose because he had the wrong rapper saying the wrong words. Because he had a rapper that was from Black Lives Matter rapping, and he was talking about some black this, black that, black everything, black excellence, black warrior spirit, you know what I mean, black conqueror, this and that, right? He was saying all of this. He was saying all of this stuff, right? Black this, black that. And then they were showing pictures of Malcolm X on the wall, R.I.P. to Malik El Shabazz, pictures of Martin Luther King, R.I.P. Sojourner Truth, Harriet Tubman, all of the great ancestors, right? Martin Luther the King, you know what I mean? They were showing all of the great, you know what I mean? All of the great the warriors of the past and stuff like that. And Wilder had the mask and the costume on, and Dr. Umar was in shock. He say, by the way, who won between Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder? Brothers and sisters, who won between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury? Brothers and sisters, he said it 3 times. Who won? Please tell me our brother Deontay didn't lose. Please tell me our brother Deontay Wilder didn't lose. Please tell me our brother Deontay Wilder didn't lose. Because he always said it 3 times. What? He lost. How did he lose? How? like he was in shock. So every time I see a black fighter lose to a white fighter, I immediately think about Dr. Umar, his reaction. But to be honest, there's a lot of truth to that because there's a lot of people, especially if they're casuals, and they don't understand that styles make fights. You know, you got some brothers out there that feel that, you know, because you're black, your melanin is more than enough to conquer the Caucasian. So it's always a shock when a Caucasian white male beat the brakes off of a brother. Then it's like, well, how he did that? And I'm like, dude, this is what I'm trying to tell your dumb ass. My nigga, fighting ain't about skin color. Skills pay the bills. You're not just gonna win a fight because you're a certain skin color. But wait a minute, how? Like, this dude was a big, fat, blubbery mayonnaise man. Wilder was ripped. He was chiseled in Shango shape. He was in Shango shape, brother. He was chiseled. He was thick. He was chunky. He looked like he had the strength of Ogun. I was like, he was talking about Ogun and Shango, Shaka Zulu. He was talking all of that, right? And he didn't understand how this tall, big, fat, blubbery, out of shape gypsy, you know, was able to beat a Mandingo warrior like that. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, coach? It's D-Block 3 times.
Damn, D-Block, man, you killing me. Go ahead.
I'm gonna kill it like this, coach, because you know exactly what you're talking about, coach, is exactly the person that I know who we're talking about too, coach. And I'm gonna put it out there like this, because H-Town, you already know I don't like you. I don't like you, H-Town, at all for what you represent. You represent nothing but the Charlos. I mean, at the end of the day, them motherfuckers ain't done shit. I respect little Charlo, undisputed, yes. Yes, I do. I do respect him. I'll give him a 1% chance that he's going to beat my guy. But guess what? 99% heavy-ass fucking fists are going to come at his ass. And that's fact, coach, with Canelo Alvarez, Mr. Cinnamon Bun. Now, H-Town, I'm going to tell you something like this, man. And I'm going to keep it real with you. You know why I got to stay with H-Town right now? Because exactly what you're saying, coach, about these brothers they think that they're better than other ethnicities. They think that they're hardcore. They think that they can, by a stare at them, that they're going to make the world shake. Let me tell you something about this. Rick 10, Mr. H-Town, Mr. Sunnysideville, Mr. Talk a lot on the chat, but never calls the show for nothing. Never defends his Charlos. All he does is just chat. Let me tell you something about this. Mr. Shannon, the Gannon lover, the one that goes to the Fanon show, and is always there parading himself, trying to be cool with Fanon. I'm going to tell you something about this, H-Town. Get your boy ready for the mega fight, the 30th of September, while his ass going to get knocked out, and I'm going to call the show all week, parading Houston's ass around. D-Block, D-Town, D-City, D-Ville, Baltimore, San
D-Block. Hey, D-Block, man. Hey, D-Block now. D-Block now. The people saying D-Block that, you you duck the smoke. Oh, they're saying D-Block now. D-Block, I ain't saying this now. I ain't saying this. But the people saying you duck the smoke, you know what I mean? The people saying you duck the smoke, D-Block. So, again, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. I don't want to throw nobody under the bus. You know what I mean? I don't want to do that. But all I'm saying, D-Block is, this what the people say.
I'm ranked number one. One! That means I'm the best. But this bum been taking the easy matches, fighting other bums.
You know it is what it is. You know it is what it is. Man.
Get out my face. Don't need nothing you got no more. Don't need no hair's been messing up my corner. And you better get that bad look off your face before I knock it off.
You know what we gotta do? I'm tired, bro. So y'all trying to tell me the dude from the USC, what the dude named Israel? Did he get knocked out? We was supposed to win live that fight, dog, but I had got back home late. Did he get knocked out? Let me pull this up. Did he get knocked out? That's what I want to know. Did he? What happened? What happened? I know my sister Nick Richard. I know she saw it. I'm calling. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, Coach, this is Mason from Flint, Michigan.
Oh, it went to a decision. Shout out to Mason from Flint. Talk to me, fam.
What's going on, man? So check this out. On behalf of, me and the rest of the True Media family, and I hate to speak for them because they're not here right now, but D-Block can't call in no more till he catch that fade with Rick Tibbs from the south side of Houston. You got to get to the south side of Houston, D-Block, and you got to catch that fade with Rick Tibbs. You owe him that squabble.
Hey, so D-Block.
You're on your Frank. D-Block on this Frank Martin shit making business decisions, I guess. That's what it is. D-Block making the business decisions. That's all I got, Coach.
He said D-Block making business decisions. Wait a minute. Hey, you know what he said? Hold on now. Who said I was ducking? I ain't ducking. What I'm doing now, see, I'm perfecting my craft. See, I'm in the lab right now, dog, and I'm working on something. Listen, this is what we got to do, right? We need to rally the troops. We need to rally the troops right now. We got to rally the troops. See, can we get the brothers together and see, can we learn a new technique? The next time we get a Caleb Plant in the ring, the next time we get a Tyson Fury in the ring, the next time we get any one of these white fighters that been beating the brakes off of us, and definitely Caleb Plant, because Caleb Plant knocking niggas out in the ring and he's slapping niggas. True. I still ain't got over that. We're going to have to learn a different technique in order to whoop these guys.
I am a chain belt in Kung Fu. Bruce Lee was my teacher. Watch this. Called the quarter blood technique. You do that, a quarter blood will drop out of a person's body.
That right there, guess what? We got something for him. I'm calling. What's your name when you calling from?
Jamie from New York.
Jamie, talk to me, fam.
Coach, I have to go back, man. I'm going to be like D-Block. I'm going to drop facts today. You hear me? Let me tell you, bro. Listen, all I know is that D-Block, that's my main name from Houston, Rick Thames.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
That was a straight up duck, bro. Talking about he needs. As a matter of fact, Rick Thames was ready tomorrow. This kid was talking about he needs 3 months. He was going to California, Big Bear, to train with Shane Mosley. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. D-Block. Stay ready, man. You ain't got to get ready, bro. But yeah, he don't want the smoke from my boy, Rick Thames, man.
Now, see what we got to do.
is a duck, bro.
Now, what we got to do, guys, I ain't see, you know what, see, listen. I am in the, listen, Rick Till, that's my dog. I rock with Rick, but I am an acting attorney on behalf of D-Block, and I do not like the words duck that you guys have been using. D-Block is not ducking Rick. He's exercising his options right now. D-Block is exercising his options. He's looking at several different contracts right now at the moment. So, you know, he's making...
Hey, D-Block, don't come after me, man. Don't go back talking about you want to smoke with me, bro. Because I'm going to tell you straight up, bro. I'm retired. I'm not in the hurt business no more. I'm like Floyd. I don't do exhibitions, bro. Yeah, for real. Later, Coach.
All right, shout out D-Block. Shout out to Jamie, man. I'm just saying, you know, D-Block he made an executive decision. He didn't really duck the fade with Rick. I don't want to say ducking. Ducking is too strong of a word. You know, the fourth letter in the alphabet is too strong of a word. I don't want to label D-Block the duck. D-Block is training right now. I got a couple of fighters that's getting D-Block ready for Rick right now. Now, the odds is against D-Block. We do know this. The odds is against him. But don't worry about that, though. Oh, man, Lord. Man, hey, come on, D-Block. This D-Block again? Oh, D-Block. Oh, Lord have mercy. You know, I'm going to just answer this for the last time. This is the last call. D-Block, I'm going to let you get the last call. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? Y'all already know what's up, man. It's inevitable. I've never called the show 4th time, but all the duck talking, all the smear talking, all the Rick Thames excuses, all this and that. Let me tell y'all something, man. When I talked to that motherfucker on the phone, 3-way, what'd he say? He didn't have shit to say, man, when I talked to that motherfucker. I told him straight up, Coach. I said, what's up? Oh, we gonna fight the next day. I said, nah, man, we gonna make it with some money. Nah, we ain't about that. We ain't about what? You think I'm gonna fight your ass for free? You think I'm a sucker? Homie, I don't fight suckers, bro. It's all down one-on-one, homie. We're gonna make some money, like I said. But Rick didn't want shit to do with that. What'd he say at the end of the day, Coach? You know, Rick, you know, Coach, you know, William, I'm gonna tell you something. You know, I'm from Sunnyside, H-Town. You know, I ain't got time to play no games. I ain't worried about like what, Rick, you want to smoke or not? Well, let me, you know what, I'm gonna let the youngin' go. Oh, whippersnapper. Got Similac back in here. You smell like Similac. Wet all around the ears. Man, Rick, you know what you need to do, Rick? Get your ass back to Fan On Show. Go take your vitamin C's. Go take your pills. Go do your yoga and quit that talking. Because at the end of the day, you had a chance. And your ass never wanted to do shit. D-Block, D-Town, D-City, D-Ville, Houston, stand up.
So now, D-Block, you know what? I'm not accepting any more calls from D-Block, so please don't call back for the 5th time. That's for D-Block. Now, I'm not going to lie. I got to be honest. And again, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. But D-Block, you was kind of, you know, it did kind of see, because I still have the show. You know, when Rick called, the show was like, I'm coming to Dallas in 2 days on Friday. I'm not coming on Tuesday. I'm not coming on Wednesday. I'm not coming on Thursday. I'll be there Friday. I'm going to drive to Dallas to your hood, and we go. And you know, I'm not going to lie, D-Block. Now, you my dog. It did kind of, you know, it kind of, let me say this in my Brian Custard voice. You know, I mean, was that posturing, D-Block? I mean, it did kind of, you know, do you see what fans that was listening to the show, what do you see where they may get the perception that you was kind of like, what's that guy named Coach Malachi Williams, shaking like booty meat? It did kind of seem like that you were shaking like booty meat. Now, I'm not saying that, D-Block, but there was people in the chat, they felt like that you were shaking like booty meat. I mean, a big booty, you know, like big booty Judy, booty meat. They said he was shaking like booty meat, shaking like a leaf in the middle of a hurricane. You know, not me, but some of the people in the chat. So they felt like you needed to redeem yourself. So, you know, and I think that when Rick kind of heard that, he knew that you didn't really want the smoke. You wasn't really about that like that. I mean, you know, that's what the people were saying in the chat. So, you know, that's all I'm saying, D-Block. You know, that's all I'm saying. You know, so, but again, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. Then we're going to let bygones be bygones. We one big happy family over here. We're going to let bygones be bygones. You know, it is what it is. You know, D-Block, but you still need to get that. You still need to get that, get that tattoo, that Tank Davis tattoo off your hand. Shout out to Crosby. He said D-Block said I'm a bust. D-Block said I'm bust. Wow. Shout out to Robert Mountain, man, for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy. Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
You know.
Playtime's over, boy.
You know, I know D-Block picking at you to see when you got options. Yeah, so y'all don't understand too. When you're a fighter that have options, you know what I mean. You get to pick and choose who you want to fight.
When you are put in a certain position, he should be I mean, he's able to, like me. You know, when I was in a position, I can pick and choose who I want to, because I earned that right.
You know, I feel that D-Block has earned the right to pick and choose whatever he want to do. To pick and choose, you get what I'm saying? You know, I ain't, now again, I ain't saying he's scared. I ain't saying that. But, you know, the overall consensus in the chat is that D-Block was shaking like booty meat, and I'm here to defend my dog.
I actually do cuss a little.
Do you?
Also, yeah.
What's your favorite curse word?
Probably fuck.
You know, hold on, nigga D-Block, what y'all you listen, D-Block from Oak Cliff? I heard there's some real gangsters come out of Oak Cliff.
Fuck you all rolling up on for, cuz?
He must don't know. He can't know.
Huh?
He can't know.
What you want rolling up on me for, cuz? Huh? He must don't know. He can't know. He can't know. He can't know. Hey, caller, what's the name? What you calling for? This is the last call.
Yeah, let's say the best call for last. What's up, Will?
Rick, Southside in the building. What's up, baby? What's happening, man? Rick, what's going on?
Man, dog. This marks Man, I can't believe what I just heard. All this, that motherfucker this, that motherfucker that. That bitch wasn't talking tough like that on no damn three-way. And that bitch never said anything about no goddamn money. Bitch, I bet 500 right now. What you want to do this Friday? I will cash that wheel 500, bitch. Or do I need to cash wheel a rack? That's how much confidence I have with myself. This dude here is a total mark, Will, chat. All this dude do is call in and be a fucking clown show every day to try to get laughs out of people because this is the highlight of his day. His whole world is wrapped around your show, Will. The dude ain't got no fucking life. I'm pretty sure he's obese. Out of goddamn shape. His wife fucking a black man on him. This dude is just a total fraud, man. And when you really mean business, you don't call shows all day, every day like a goddamn child. You know, I don't have to call Will every fucking day to get no kind of point across. It's all about impulse. If I got something to say, little girl. So I told you 2.5 months ago to keep my name out your mouth, and your bitch ass did. You finally got brave enough to say my name again, and now you see all of the people in the chat calling your fake ass a duck, and now you want to feel a little brave, little girl. What you want to do this Friday? This dude here is a total. Man, it's unbelievable how he is such a clown show for trying to make himself seem so hip and so cool to an audience that don't even know you, dude. You're a total phony. So what you want to do? You want to bring up money? Bitch, you never said anything about money, but we can bet 500 right now. Oh, little girl, this Friday. Fuck, and hell, it's almost been 3 months. Your time is up. So what you want to do? We can do it right now, this Friday, or shut the fuck up and keep my name out your mouth again. She block, duck block. Man, we don't play games where I'm from, Will. And he gonna learn the hard way. I see he didn't got brave enough because he saw 1,700 people calling his bitch ass properly the duck that he is. That's why he sucked Canelo's dick so much. Ducks alike. Fuck out of here. Yeah, south side of Houston, stand up. Hey, fuck you, little girl.
Shout out to Rick Southside. I'm done. That's it. That's the last call. That's the last call. That's the last call.
Nigga, I'm talking face on the brochure. Boy. Lights out, hear me? Clap on, clap off. Okay. You got me fucked up, cuz.
Hey, shout out to Jamel Chalo. Jamel, Iron Man Chalo. Shout out to Jamel.
There's nothing that I can do. Sorry, I moved my camera. There's nothing that I can do other than just be patient. Let these boys keep talking that smack and me be who I am. Damn. Phone number falling. I mean, my bad. Look.
Hey, Ray J said, Ron J said, he said, can I slide? He said, can I side bet? I got 150 on first round KO. Well, y'all need to cut this out. Y'all need to cut this out.
Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
Bro, listen. You know what? I don't want to, you know what, man? Somebody. Hey, y'all, everybody in the chat, y'all need to go to jail. Everybody need to be arrested and put in jail because it was y'all. It was everybody in the chat. It was y'all fault.
You sound like a bitch. Bitch. Man, I ain't worried about jail. Shit, man, I don't give a damn about going to jail. Nigga, take me to jail.
Take me to jail.
Shit, lock me up.
Lock me up.
Throw away the key.
Throw away the key.
Hey, Elena said, I got 100 on Rick. Hey, doggone Rick. Rick came through like show enough on The Last Dragon.
Sick of hearing these bullshit Superman stories about the Wassa legendary Bruce Leroy catching bullets with his teeth. Catches bullets with his teeth? Nigga, please.
Rick can't do that. I am sick of hearing these bullshit Superman stories about the legendary Wassa Bruce Leroy catching bullets with his teeth. Catches bullets with his teeth. Nigga, please, bro. Hey, bro, listen, bro. That Rick sounded like showing up just then. Shout out to who called him? Show the brother called from BDA Boston. Salute.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Jamie from New York 2 times.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to D Block from Dallas 4 times.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Damian Bennett, man, from B-More. Salute.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Mason from Flint, Michigan.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Rick Tills, man, South Side of Houston, man. South Side stand up.
Hey, okay.
And we got to get all of the cash outs, man, in the super chats. Shout out to Robert Mountain, man.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Crosby 1986.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to OP Gamer.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Swift 718.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Jim Papa.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to my sister Green Eyes P.
Hey, okay.
Oh yeah, no, I got Swift 718. Hey,
okay.
It is what it is, man. Shout out, hey man, shout out to all of the Tenderonis. Shout out to Summer in November.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to my sister, the lovely Lisa Bells.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to La Jessica.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to my sister Food Revolution.
Hey, okay.
Who else we got? Shout out to Elena, the lovely Elena.
Hey, okay.
Man, we got some more. Shout out to Jackie Hernandez.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to the Duchess of Wisdom.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Nick Rich and Bless 365.
Hey, okay.
Who else we got in the building, man? Shout out to who else we got? Boy, I hate missing the Tenderonis, boy. One thing about me, boy, the Tenderonis is the most important thing on the show outside of D Block.
Hey, okay.
What's up, Coach? It's the inevitable. D Block, D City, D-Ville, Baltimore, stand up. Facts. Hey, look here, man. I'm just saying. Shout out to L. Harvey.
Hey, okay.
Hey, shout out to Matthew Bishop.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Jamie Rivera.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to JC.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Kendall Price. What's going on, fam?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to MK, man. MK Productions.
Hey, okay.
Hey, shout out to Fotex.
Hey, okay.
Hey, shout out to I Am Kel, man. What's Killer Kel?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to School of X-Man.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to the Natural Island.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to my brother. Shout out to Eric Gomez, man. Bomb Squad.
To this day.
Really though.
True.
Eric Gomez in the building.
You just sit here, you don't know what I'm talking about?
You feel me? Man, just shout out to the chat, man.
We did it first, and we motivate even the great.
You know, we motivate the greats over here. Shout out to Seal the Deal. Shout out to Cooking with Sir Senior. Shout out to Nick, what's his name? Shout out to Nick Nolte. Shout out to Nick Nolte that was in the building as well. The White Mr. Ham. Swat Jones in the building. Fort Worth stand up. You know what it is. Hey, I ain't gonna lie now. This show was about ducking. It been a whole lot of people ducking. So what I want to do, shout out to New Country as well. I want to try to quell some of the hostility. I think the hostility has been just a little bit too much. Shout out to all of the lovers and friends.
Make it last forever. Don't let I love you.
Hey, shout out to Flex BK, man. Shout out to Flex BK, man. Now, look here now. Okay. Oh, Nick Sack Promotions. We don't want to. You get what I'm saying? We one big happy family. And again, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. I want to, but I think we just need to bring the temperature down a little bit. Just break it down just a little bit and enjoy some of the festivities that's out there.
Yes. Yes. Surprise. You gay. That's not all. Go in there. Yes. Yes.
It is warm.
Yes. I love you. Just because.
You see, guys, this what it's all about. Rose petals. Shout out to Diz. What's going on, fam? Rose petals leading to the bed. And chocolate covered strawberries. Macadamia nuts, cookies. You know, you got the warm bath water with the rose petals, chocolate covered strawberries, macadamia nuts. You get what I'm saying? Whole lot of pause. I gotta say pause. Macadamia nuts, pause.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
You know, just want to throw that out there, man. And, you know, before we end the show, we got to say all praises due to the Most High, the most exalted, the greatest man on the planet Earth, Mr. Al Heyman. But before we thank Al Heyman, we know D-Block, that's, you know, y'all know I rocks with D-Block. But, you know, sometimes certain information can sound like somebody's nigga-splaining. If you hear somebody nigga-splaining when it's time for the smoke, you ought to know what time it is.
We must internalize the flatulation of the matter by transmitting the effervescence of the Indonesian proximity in order to further segregate, to preclude on the issue of world domination would only circumsize the revelation that reflects the aphrodisiac symptoms which now perpetrates the Jericho's activation.
You know what they say? It's an old saying. It's better to be thought of as a fool than to open your mouth and clear all day.
I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything you say, 5. Go ahead, ask me a question. Did you? 5.
You know what they say? You ain't gotta like it, but you better respect it.
Nigga, when my name come up, respect it. Let's go. Stop playing with my fucking name. All 3 of y'all, stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more. Put some respect on my name.
And you know we gotta say all praises due to the Most High, the most exalted, Mr. Al Heyman.
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and sing Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
And for anybody in the chat, if you got a hater, whether you a male or a female, and you got a hater, you got somebody that hating on you, tell them to kiss your ass twice.
Let me address something to some of the haters out there about me. Y'all can kiss my ass twice.
Also, why y'all want to see? You know what I mean? Like, why y'all wanting to fight me? You get what I'm saying? Like, what did I do? Why y'all wanting to fight me? You know, he need to be fighting somebody else. Why y'all wanting to fight me?
Don't ask me about Crawford, because that motherfucker ain't in my division. Like, we talking about a 147 pounder that was a 140 pounder. We need to fucking I get it. He won the undisputed, right? At 147 and 140. This shit is different when they get down to 147. How y'all want him to fight me? How are we talking about somebody that ain't even fought in the division? How do he just jump from there to there? Like, what connection do he got to this world?
Why y'all wanted to fight me? But he was adamant about it. Like, they're like, why y'all?
Crawford, go fight. Y'all fight each other. I'm busy. Motherfucker, I'm busy.
Hey, man. Hey, to all of the haters who hate on the show, Riley, get him.
Fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
You just want to throw that out there, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Y'all know what time it TI is. Hey, man, shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to Juan Carlos. Shout out to Wizard Girl. Shout out to Jamie Rivera. Shout out to my sister Summer in November. Shout out to Elena, Food Revolution, Jackie Hernandez, Nick Rich, Bless 365, OP Gamer, 626 Jacob. Shout out to my main man Rick Timms. Shout out to D Block. Shout out to Knockdown 305, Swat Jones, Swift 718. Shout out to MK Productions. Shout out to Schoolo X-Men, Killer Cam, I am Cam Edwards. Shout out to Kendall Price. Shout out to Legacy Mindset, Ville, Jason Phillips. Shout out to Fotex. Shout out to Brady 12, JC in the building. Salute to you, fam. Flex BK, stand up. And shout out to my main man Yarmus too, man. Shout out to Yarmus from Brooklyn. Shout out to Yarmus from Brooklyn, man. It is what it is. Once again, it's on. I see you guys tomorrow at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Got to take my son to karate. You know my motto. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Come on.